Greetings, family. This is Dr. Kia Pruitt. Welcome. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm so glad to see everybody. It's been a minute, just a couple of days, because you guys know that my channel was deleted, my previous two channels just before this one, but we're back. I just wanted to come on and say hello, a welcome to everybody, and thank you so much for all of the love and the support that you all have shown me. Happy Thursday. I hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. So much is going on, and I just want to just let you all know that I appreciate the overwhelming responses of love and the financial blessings. I told you all that my channels, two of my channels back to back, were deleted. And they've been doing that. I'm hearing from some people to other truthers, but it's always shocking when it happens to you, even though it's happened many times. However, I want you to check in and let us know where you're hailing from. I just want to say thank you, everybody. You all have been so generous and so kind to me. And I want to shout you out because the cash apps, I mean, the blessings have been coming in back to back. And that means a lot to me because, we all are pouring out to each other and helping each other through this process. And it's been really, really challenging for many of us financially. And so YouTube was a source of income for me. And when they cut my channels, that means that any sponsorships that I have, I can no longer make money that way. I don't know I can make money from YouTube, but the family stepped in and was like, y'all not gonna hurt my girl. So thank you all so much. We have a couple things to talk about today. I want to tell you all thank you for the blessings that you all sent me. I also want to tell you all thank you so much for the overwhelming responses that Chief Mack and I got from you all, the Soul family, when we talked about how to live in the private. I mean, the calls are coming in. And basically what we talked about is how there are two governments. One is lawful, one is unlawful. You have the Republic, and then you have the United States Incorporated. Well, most of you know that the United States Incorporated is illegal, and that group of families took authority from the Republic, our lawful government, which was already here when these beings came down and enslaved the planet and took over governments all over the world. They made agreements with presidents and prelates and people in power to give them more power in exchange for control over the people. Well, these people incorporated themselves in different places. In America, they incorporated themselves in Delaware in 1871 as a nonprofit religious organization called the United States Incorporated. So they had a bunch of laws and a bunch of, not even really constitutional laws, but legality, statutes, and codes that they forced people to follow. And they had a bunch of corporations that they forced people to abide by and to go by, to do anything that they told, really to do anything that they told us to do. And if we didn't, then we would be fined to death or we would be put in prison. So that was a collaboration between many so-called federal agencies and the United States Incorporated. And they did this all over the world. But most of the headquarters was here in America because America is the promised land. America is the old world, actually. And you can look at ancient biblical maps and see that for yourself, that Egypt is here, Israel is here, all of those countries that are abroad started out here. I recently put up a video that talked about how Noah's Ark actually flooded here in America and Facebook took it down. There's a lot of information they don't want us to know, but that unlawful or illegal government was called the United States Incorporated, and they had a central banking system, which was their banking system that enslaved the world through the Federal Reserve. Then you had the Republic, and the Republic was our lawful government that was here before Columbus, before the group of bloodline families, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, any of them came here. We already had a government here. The Aboriginal people had their own government and their own way of trading and their own monetary system. Well, the Republic never went away. It never went anywhere, even though we had this illegal corporation called the United States Incorporated. It never went anywhere. People have found a way to continue to live according to the Republic and according to our Constitution for our Republic. I pledge allegiance to the flag and to the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible. That is our lawful government. But the people over here, the illegal corporation, the United States Incorporated, and the people who ran this corporation did not want us to know that the republic was still standing and we still had the Constitution. These people did not pay taxes. They do not have driver's license. They do not have to follow or abide by any of these laws. They're not threatened by or scared by CIA, FBI, CPS, and none of those three-letter organizations because they live in the private. And they found a way to live their lives and even have access to their trust that was created by our birth certificate bonds that was circulating on the New York Stock Exchange. It's crazy. Now, the United States Incorporated and their policy enforcers, their police officers, and their court system, which the court is really a bank, will make you think that if you operate according to the lawful republic, you're going to jail. And if you don't know what you're doing and you do it unlawfully or you don't stand in honor, you will go to jail. But there's a whole lot of people, not a whole lot, a handful of people, but quite a few people that know how to work around or circumvent the United States Incorporated, and they do it well. They operate according to the republic. They are their own private bankers. They're not bothered by the cops. You know what? I talked to an attorney just the other day, and I was telling him, I was like, dear, you create trust and he creates trust according to the system. I said, but have you ever heard of a 508c1A? And he said, yeah. Let me tell you, that's the most powerful document in the world. He said that 508c1A is extremely powerful. And when you know what you're doing, nobody will bother you. If they pull you over, you can put a lien on the police officers. If they try to put you in court, you can put a lien on the judges. You can put a lien on the courts. You can put a lien on everybody, and they will leave you completely alone because you're operating lawfully and honor according to the republic. So he basically confirmed everything that Chief Mack had told us. And that was so good to hear, because a lot of people that's in the system that work as lawyers and judges, they won't tell you this, but he's a good friend of mine. So he was like, oh, I'm gonna tell you, I know somebody who lives like that. And he said, you have to stand in honor, you have to know what you're doing, but it's the most powerful thing in the world because nobody can touch you. So Chief Mack came on and he talked to us about that. And many of you ladies and gentlemen, overwhelmingly responded and appreciated the information that we shared with you all. And so I just want to say thank you. You've been calling and mainly email. You've been calling me and emailing me, and I've been passing you on to Chief Mack because he does those things. But I'm so grateful for it, because what I said to myself is, I can imagine that we single-handedly could shut down the system if we all operated in honor according to the republic, if we all found a way to circumvent the United States Incorporated. The good news is that the Chevron doctrine or Chevron deference was overturned by the Supreme Court of the United States just in July. Was it June or July? Just recently. And what that did was it made it unlawful for all of these three-letter organizations and any of the federal agencies that were created. It looks like 439 of them that I reported. And I do have a list of them. If I can find it, I'll bring it up. But it made it unlawful for any of them to create all these laws to make us abide by. And if we challenge those agencies, the FBI, the CIA, the IRS, or HOAs, any of these federal agencies, if we challenge them and take them to court, what happened before is that the judges would defer right back to those agencies and say, they're the experts, they can make whatever laws they want and the people have to abide by them. Well, with the Supreme Court of the United States overturning the Chevron doctrine, now they're saying that's unlawful for all of these agencies to come up with rules on their own and force us to abide by them. And in fact, not only is it unlawful, it's TREASON. And if you are a judge and you force the people to abide by them by deferring back to those agencies, you are considering to have committed TREASON. And if you are a judge who knows of a judge who forced the people to abide by those three-letter organizations, you have committed misprison of treason. So it's very, very interesting how the court system now, the Supreme Court, at least of the United States, is saying we're going to turn things back over in the hands of the people and take it out of the system. However, these sneaky demons that are still in control will do whatever they can to try to maintain their power. And that's why it's best, if you can, to do what you can do to protect yourselves. Okay. Protect yourselves by establishing yourself, either just by verbally saying it as a national, or either doing certain things to let them know that you're not a part of the United States Incorporated, because agreeing to be a part of the United States Incorporated means that you're a citizen. And as Chief Max says, if you're a citizen, you sit in sin. Additionally, if you're a citizen, you're considered a slave. But if you're a national, if you are sovereign, which we all are, you don't even have to be bothered by them. So these people that are the minions that are still trying to hang on with power, they will try to do whatever they can to shut our mouths. Anytime I speak on it, they cut my channel. Okay. Most people probably don't even come out and talk about this, even though they know it, because they'll cut you off, or they'll try to, force your hand at being quiet. They cut my income. Not only did they cut this income, I told Chief Mac, I'm not going to tell what they cut some of my other income. It's crazy how much power they have. But you know what? I'm still here, and God is still in control. I'm not going to stop. I'll only stop if God, the Great Spirit, says it's time to stop. Okay. And if things just completely shut down. But I want you to keep checking in, family. Chief Max said he may be in the house. He said he's going to join us. Keep checking in. People said they're on standby. Hello, family. We're all, thank you, waiting for this to end. We're so tired. But you know what? This has been going on for millennia. For millennia, they've been enslaving the planet. We're tired because we're like, oh, we've only known this about, some of us have only known this about this for about 5 years, 10 years, 20. Even if you've known about it for 50 years, that's nothing in comparison to how long the enslavement has been going on. Millennia. Now we have help. Now we have people actually working to overturn the system. Now we know the remedy. God always provides a ram in the bush. That means he always provides a remedy. The ram in the bush thing comes from when God had told, was it Abraham, to make a sacrifice? He told him to sacrifice his firstborn. This is a biblical story. So I'm not saying this is, something you should believe in or not. And God was like, why would I sacrifice my firstborn son to you? Why would I take his life? But he did it anyway. He was going to go along with it because he thought this was what God required of him. Well, at the last moment when he was about to sacrifice his son, God said, you know what? I can tell you love me because you are about to do something like giving your only son to me, but you don't have to do it. There's a ram in the bush. And so he sacrificed the ram instead of his son. So did I get the story right? I think that's the right story. But that's where the ram of the bush scenario came from. God will always provide for you a ram in the bush. He will always provide for you a remedy. So even when people in power, the so-called elite, say you have to do something, it's a mandate, there's always a ram in the bush. So if they say you have to abide by these bloodline families and by the Chevron doctrine and by these three-letter organizations, God provides a ram in the bush, and the same evil people will provide a ram in the bush by saying, you know what, if you operate in honor, you don't have to abide by what we say, but we're not going to tell you what operating in honor means. And God will also send people to you to show you the way, but it's up to you and I to do the research. You see what I'm saying? He'll always provide a ram in the bush. Welcome, Divine Ascension. You're welcome. I'm here, and I'm a little stressed, and I didn't realize how stressed I was. But maybe I needed to take some time and just take a deep breath. Hello, Sister Michelle from Louisiana. I probably needed some rest, family, Chief Mack is in the back office. I see him here. We're going to bring him on in a minute. But I just want to tell you guys, hello, truly, Tracy. Thank you so much for listening. God is providing us a remedy or a ram in a bush while we wait on the Galactic Federation, the white hats of the military, anybody else who's helping us, the Grand Army of the Republic, because they are working tirelessly. Uh, Egypt is in America, Raya Beth. I know you said Egypt is not, but maybe the Egypt you're thinking of is not here, but Egypt started here. I'm Egyptian. So God will always provide you a ram in a bush or a remedy. And here we are, but people don't want you to know what that remedy is. However, Chief Mack is so gracious to come and let us know what that remedy is. And I'll bring him up in a few minutes, but I want you all to keep checking in. Thank you, Sister Gigi. This is for entertainment purposes only. That's it. We're just giving out information or entertainment that is not necessarily to be taken seriously. It's up to you to do your own due diligence. However, I appreciate you being here because I'm going to tell you what I know to be truth. Okay, family? So, without any further ado, we have Chief Mack here with us. Thank you, Chief, for joining us. How are you? You're
Greetings,
live.
greetings, greetings, guys. Greetings. I just got through stuff in my face with some fish. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm. We can
Greetings,
hear.
greetings. I just want to say, first of all, it was an overwhelming response. I didn't realize that the information I put out there was really what people needed to hear. That's why they took the video down. And guys, be patient with me. Just got some amazing things going on. This is just a start with the trust. It's just a start, and that's something that's gonna that those of you who I've talked to that I'm gonna come back to you later on with some awesome business joint ventures and things to do once you have that trust, which is the proxy setup. It's going to start with having that trust because you're operating in trust and truly understanding what operating in trust is. That means we got to cleanse our hearts, our minds, and our souls, and come with clean hands, guys. When we're dealing with each other, there's no need. The rich, they don't deal with each other in a shiesty way like that because they have an abundance.
Mm.
So we have to start thinking that and start thinking that, then you would be that way. You would speak these words. You can manifest your virtue reality. Anything you want to happen, we're in that time and in that season, guys. So we just should be helping each other win. But it was an overwhelming response. I want to thank you guys for supporting Dr. Kia and myself, getting things done, getting the clarity, getting the understanding, and we should come. The energy is transferable. So don't expect anything from anybody else if you're not willing to give it.
Mm.
Don't come to anybody else unless you're willing to give them what you're asking for. And that's just what season we're in because you got a lot of people out there that's, with their hands out begging and asking, and they're not willing to give anything for it. And I found out too, if you want to get something, you got to be willing to give something in this world. That way, the energy that's what keeps balance. That's what keeps balance. If you're going to expect things, you got to be able to give something, and whether it's sweat equity or something, but you can't expect anything for nothing. But it was an overwhelming response, Dr. Kid.
Yeah.
Really, man, really. People saying you put some good information out there,
Praise God.
given the given the financial forecast of what's going on. That's some amazing things getting ready to happen, guys. So
Absolutely.
if everybody operate in trust, we can change the world.
Mm. Chief Matt, can you
Yes, ma'am.
can you just briefly, for those who may have missed it, talk about what it means to operate in trust and or operate in the private? Because some people weren't here when you talked about it before.
Um,
If you have time.
yeah, I mean, I try to operating in trust means that you're beginning to put the dead man aside and to be resurrected and born again when you're operating in trust. because in trust means that it's part of you removing yourself out of the waters
Mm,
and onto land where you can breathe. Operating in trust, when you put your name in it, it's pretty much almost as if, guys, you start in a new identity, guys,
mm,
because you're going to get a number that you created. Because the social security number that was given to you wasn't given to you for you to be profitable. It was for them. They gave it to you at birth because our parents didn't know better. And they gave you a birth certificate and took the soles of your cute little feet. That's a baby.
mm,
Your SOLE to gain access to your SOUL, your soul, and trade you out on the stock market like cattle, and created a straw man so that when the real you signed an implied trust, because that's what everything is, that they turned into a security, that straw man that they created acts on behalf of you to go to the treasury and pull the funds out like they're you and pay for that house, that car, and that credit card up front
mm,
because you didn't realize that you were signing an implied trust that has irrevocable trust on those documents. So the trust is one of the ways you can bring yourself to life because the name given to you at birth, they sit there and turned that name into a corporation, which means that you are a corpse,
mm,
and corpse can't speak in court because you're dead at sea. So when you create a trust, you are letting the court system know that I am alive. I am the real me. It's several ways to go about doing it, but this is the one big way. You let them know that you're operating in trust. That means I took that name and brought it to life. I came out of the waters and I'm walking on land. I have resurrected and become a new man and a new woman. I'm a new creature. And that's what the trust does. It brings you to life, which means that a court can only deal with a corpse. A corporation can only deal with a corporation.
mhm,
So you should know that the court system has a EIN number. They are a corporation, a private corporation, doing business with the American people, and this is entertainment purposes. It's just entertainment purposes. They they extract funds from us and they send over that to the Queen. When
mm,
you operate in trust, guys, that brings you out of a corporation. See, a lot of people didn't really understand when you operate in trust. It don't have anything to do only with having a lot of assets, and funds or wealth. It's about that your body, your person, and your body. There's nothing more expensive and unique than that, and that needs to be in trust. And people thought, oh, do I have to have land? Do I have to have no? Your body and your offspring.
mm,
If that you need to protect that for starters. That means you need to keep it healthy. You need to
mm,
start eating right. You need to start operating on higher vibrations, getting alkaline, increase your alkalinity diet, because we are going to be the new wealth leaders in the world. And I don't care how wealthy you are, if you don't have good health. So I'm here to say, work on your health. I'm a personal trainer. I put together diet plans and workout regimens for those of you who may be interested in that. You can do a consultation, and I can help you devise a plan on whole things that can increase the health. You know, increase it because if you get this money, we want to live as long as we can to enjoy our families, loved ones, and even if there are some of us on here, we're going to connect with each other in a righteous way. So that's what operating in trust. Some of what operating in trust is, because it makes it difficult for a corporation to do business with you because you're not a corporation anymore.
mm,
So if everybody has their proxy set up, there are things that you can maneuver that those who have a consultation with me and get the trust, then you get to really the details of how to maneuver when you're operating in trust, because they can't do anything with you because you said I'm not dead anymore. And just so you know that the general public are considered the walking dead, the
Mm,
walking unalive people, the general public. The general public are played games with, and you are a food source for those in the private. That means you are to supply them with everything they want because you're in the public. Anybody in the public, you are creating someone else's most amazing life
mm,
because you're in the public. You are allowing people to live their most amazing life. They sit there and drink lemonade and golf and smoke cigars and sit back and don't have to worry in the world because you still believe in the public. The public is the Babylonian system, the beast system that supplies everybody in the private to live their most amazing life.
mm.
If you're ready to come out of being a public citizen that sits in sin, then you need to be creating and operating in trust.
Thank you, Chief. Someone has a great question, and that is, what are the steps to operating in trust? What do they need to do?
For starters, like I said, it's better to have these things and not need it than to need them and not have them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for starters, you want getting a obtaining a diplomatic passport. A diplomatic passport will put you on the do not detain list. That's for starters.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain people who qualify for a status correction. If you want the status correction, uh, birth certificate authentication with the state which you were born at, and then on the federal level, which makes you full faith and credit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the uh, the passport that is not that we get is not the average regular citizen passport. This passport is a state national, like an American national, state national. It removes you out of being a U.S. citizen to an American national, which puts you on the do not detain list. So this is things that most of the rich people have done because they operate in trust. It's just good to have these things before you start receiving these funds. You want to make sure that you're free, set free, so that when these funds come, nobody, because you got people out there looking for opportunities to to put themselves in a position where they can sue somebody who got money, somebody who's wealthy. So what the wealthy do, they remove everything out of their possession, like owning nothing but controlling it all. And how you own nothing but control it all is through creating a proxy, through creating a trust. And the trust is the living man because technically you can't really own anything with the all caps name and social. Even though you think you own it, you don't own it. Why is that? Because the IRS and anybody can come and take it if they feel like taking it.
1 minute, Chief. There was a time when you can look up this website called gmeiutilities.org, and it will show you all of the entities, corporations, and people that were trading under your social security number. I had several tens of thousands of entities trading under my social security number. And I,
Well, you find that out through when I got my birth certificate authentication on the federal level,
mhm,
and it says it's on the top portion of that paper, it's on bond paper, and there's an identity number that's given to you at the top. When you get that done, if you put some other numbers with that, you'll find out, guys, that there are companies all over America who are building houses off that number. This is deep, deep information. So these contractors, you saying when it comes to commercial real estate or even non-commercial real estate, they're not even using their money. They don't even have no money. They're
mm,
using we the people as cattle. They're using because we're dead at sea. We don't even know that the money that we spend is like monopoly money. Everything of wealth they securitize. Everything is a security. So they're using our energy
mm.
and they're enriching themselves. So let me tell you something, guys. If you want to go really, really down the rabbit hole, so you see a mole hole, you'll realize and say to yourself, whoever created this elaborate system to 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 strip people away from money that they don't even realize it, they can't be regular people like us.
Mm-mm.
You have entities that are running the monetary system, guys, and it's us against them. And let me tell you, they come in all colors and creeds and nationality.
Mm.
They're not arguing with each other. They give the appearance that they fighting against each other to fool the people on a lower level. So I'm here to tell you, the so-called white people, so-called black people, or any other race, ethnic race of people, it's we the people have to become one, because you got some people that's being pushed on television, that's on the media, that everybody that you love on the media is said that it was turned over to the wicked. These are the wicked ain't like us. So
Mm.
we come together and we operate in trust. We can change the world. If you really catch what I'm saying without me saying what I'm saying,
Mm.
everybody need to have a trust.
Mm. Beautiful. So you said that people are building houses and owning land and property and building commercial real estate.
Off off our state,
Oh my God.
off our state. I found it out and it blew me away. There are houses out there in subdivisions, but I found out all over the country they use my number. And you got offshore companies they're trading on the stock market. That number they're trading our wealth that we have and the Social Security trust account, they're trading that while we on the ground level working our asses off. Excuse my French,
Mm.
working our asses off. The job, and the job is the word slave was changed to job. The
Mm.
slave was all about free labor. And then when you work in a 9 to 5 job, it's really free labor because they're paying you from your trust account.
Mm.
So it's levels to these things. It's levels to it. For the first time in a long time, a lot of people are just not really feeling like having that feeling of working a 9 to 5 job.
Mm.
It's just not rewarding at all.
Mm-mm.
It's just, you're dealing with a lot of lower vibrational people. These jobs, a lot of them not even paying people the way they need to be paid to really pay bills. They don't even get a job. It doesn't really award you to be uh, lucrative to you can really enjoy yourself when you work these jobs. It's like you working to pay bills, and that's not fun.
Right.
It's not fun at all. And it was designed that way in the first place because it's called linear income. It's when you're trading time for money, and you can never really become rich at all when you're trading time for money. So we have an opportunity, brothers and sisters. We get the financial forecast. There are many of you who have gold, silver, foreign currencies. Then we're understanding business right now, and there's a lot of opportunity that's going to come to those of us who are tapped in to these changes, and we try to stay ahead of the game, because there's a lot of people who don't know about this, and then if they hear about it, they just don't care because they're too sewn in to with these jobs. Like for instance, I'll just use myself. I have 6 sisters and 7 brothers. I am the only one that's doing this. That should tell you.
Mm. Mm.
I am the only one. And in fact, the only one in my family
Mm.
that I know of. So this right here is going to help break generational curses, guys. It's an opportunity that's coming that's going to really be beneficial to people who persevere and remain steadfast and don't let anything deter you from just staying tapped into this the forecast that you're given on what's going on. Some people still working jobs. We get it. You do that until you can do better, and then they depend on you to give them that information that they need that they can't expect it from mainstream media. The mainstream media will make you have a heart attack.
For real.
Mainstream, they're gonna say the sky's falling, it's raining purple Kool-Aid and tigers and lions, and they're gonna tell you everything. And if you believe that, you're gonna be running from here to there.
Mm.
We gotta keep each other covered in prayer, keep high vibrations, speak positive words. Don't allow yourself to get sucked in to lower vibrational conversation and people. and stay faithful to those who have stayed faithful to you. That's it. And then say that this is what I say every day, guys. And you guys can say it with me. And you can remember this, that the wealth of the wicked is stored up for the just. And we are the just.
And can I give you the first part of that scripture?
Go
The
ahead.
the first part, thank you, Chief. The first part of that scripture says, "A righteous man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, and the wealth of the wicked is laid up or stored up for the just."
That's beautiful.
A
Because I'm gonna
right.
tell you something.
Go ahead.
So it said a righteous man leaves an inheritance for his children, children, children.
Right.
Guess how you do that? There's nowhere in the world you can do that but through trust.
Mm,
They
love.
knew that.
Yes.
How could you leave an inheritance for your children other than without the trust?
Mm,
I told you the Bible is about trust.
mm,
And they wrote that book because it
mm.
was all about trust. That's why they call it scriptures, because it is a script.
Okay.
I'm
Mm.
sorry. They scripted out in the
Script. Mm,
it's a script,
mm,
and they scripted out their plays.
mm,
But now they're nervous because their plays are not going to go according to what they thought it was going to go. So they're
mm,
scrambling right now. So they're giving you all these psyops. With if I know that anybody got shot in the ear, they're not going to be on TV the next day with a brand new ear. Wow, with a long range weapon, and your ear look brand and pristine. You look brand new. If you can't see that the world is a stage, guys, and we want to be able to control our reality and it's Truman Show. We
mm,
want to start knocking down these walls and these barriers. And so you start to see how simple these people are. That they think they can fool us today. But you got a person that so-called got a hit with a long-range weapon, and they right back on television
mm.
speaking, and that ear looks brand new. You deal with a whole bunch of masked up characters, guys. And I don't know what if you pull that mask off, you would freak out if you saw what was underneath that mask. Are you ready? Because they're ready to present themselves. Let's
Mm,
hope your heart won't fail you when you see what you see.
mm,
It's time to be real. They're ready to show themselves.
mm.
Can you handle what you're going to see?
Wow.
Hmm? They're ready to present themselves.
Mm,
So we got to stay connected. So you just gotta stay mindful, stay prayed up, stay covering each other, because there's a lot of things that's getting ready to happen. And it's when it said the end of the world in the Bible, this actual world would never end. It was saying that it's going to be the end of their world. Guys, we are at the end of the wicked's world. I wish I could hear y'all clapping. I wish I
Word.
could put some. If you want to see the end of this world for the wicked, put ones in the chat, man. If you resonate with that, man. I said this thing should be ones all through that track. And that's what's going to happen. We were sent down here to see the world turn back over to the righteous.
Mm,
And I see we got more righteous people on here than haters. Of course, we're gonna always have some haters in the background. We see you and we smell you too. So, but it should be ones coming down the line because
Mine's
we're
all
at the
time, Chief. Some people putting a whole lot of ones. We ready.
ones put ones all the way through that, man.
Yeah, we
Because we
ready.
are at that time. They
Yeah.
said the meek shall inherit the earth. The meek shall inherit the earth, guys. We are the meek, and the meek comes in every color, creed, or nationality because we're vibing on high vibrations.
Mm,
I've been talking to people all over the whole world, and it's just love. Chief, man,
mm,
and they just love it on me. We love it on each other, man, and they're just excited. And and it doesn't have anything to do with a color. They put that as a stumbling block.
mm.
So they give these fake news stories, the so-called oh 1, 2, 3 cop shots shoot somebody black, and we supposed to we supposed to mad at all so-called white folks, man. It
Mm.
don't work no more.
Does it?
White so-called white folks and black folks, we're gonna be coming in hand. We're gonna truly be able to hold hands together and sing a song of unity.
Mm,
We not falling for it, the wicked media, and this is for entertainment purposes only. We're not falling for it. The same old Kool-Aid, purple stuff, same old rhetoric. You put the same old football plays and you dust it off and run the same plays that we're old enough to remember. We're
mm,
not falling for it. Come on, we're not falling for it at all. We're
mm,
coming together under righteousness. We're going to be first and not the last. We're going to be the lenders and not the borrowers. We're going to be the creditors and not the debtors. And we're going to be the ones through our 508 C1A irrevocable trust, which is set up as a foundation and a ministry to help get our homeless white man and so-called black man and white man off the streets who fought in this war.
that's right. That's right.
We're going to be the ones to do that because they ain't going to do it.
Mm,
So we're going to be put in position to give people a second chance on life, to bring down the crime rate, to bring down the murder rate, because we're going to create jobs for people.
mhm.
That's
Yes.
the goal, guys.
Whew. Chief, you said so much. It just brings me joy. I've been kind of a little sad just looking at. I'm traveling right now, and I'm seeing so many people on drugs. Chief, I was in the gas station the other day, and this sister. No, it was actually earlier today. She was so high on drugs that she was walking in slow motion, literally. And she had no money, but she was hungry. And the gas station attendant wanted to help her, but he has to do his job. And she didn't have money. And so, I would talk to my son and we just pay for it for something to eat because she was hungry. And she was like, I'm hungry, but I don't have money. But she was walking in slow motion. Her speech was slurred. And, just that's just one person on the way into the gas station. I see people on the streets just passed out. Some look like zombies. And it just brought tears to my eyes. And asked God, I said, how long? How long must we endure this? But the lady was so grateful. I mean, she was zombie fight. I don't know if you've seen it, but she was like, "Thank you." That's literally how she was talking.
Wow.
It was
Wow,
so
wow, wow.
sad, and I'm just so ready for this to be over, Chief. I could go on and on, but I'm tired. And we don't have to wait till we become wealthy. We're helping people now, you and I and all of our soul family. I gave her what I could and what I had, but I'm like, God, this isn't even enough. And then our incomes are being cut off. Like, what, I'm like, what are we supposed to do? So to hear you say we have an opportunity to operate in trust and access our trust and put the wealth that God is going to give us in trust so that we can protect it and then create foundations to help people just brings so much joy to my soul. Thank you. Thank you.
That's what's good. That's what's going to happen.
Mm,
It's gonna take people on the ground level. There's a major reset. This is one of the biggest resets right now.
mm,
And so it's switching. Now the earth is alive, and
okay.
she's gonna open up and swallow some people.
Mm,
We are simply a microscopic organism on a giant live entity. The earth is alive. She's alive.
mm,
And if anybody hadn't heard about the flesh pit in Texas,
mm.
you haven't heard about the flesh pit in Texas,
No.
look it up. You're gonna be surprised, guys. I've
Let
said the
it. Okay. Go ahead.
flesh pit in Texas.
Okay.
They're trying to keep it covered up. I got a lot of surprise I'm gonna bring to you guys. The flesh pit in Texas.
Mm,
He
mm,
said the earth is alive. And so she wants to get rid of the parasites off of her.
mm.
So we have parasites on the earth, lower vibrational beings on earth. They're robbing the earth of the oil. It's the blood of this earth, the oil. The
Oil.
diamonds that people think that come from the earth don't come from the earth. Diamonds come from them shooting those rockets up in the sky, trying to bust through the firmament and cracks out bits and pieces of that hard shell, which diamonds come from. That's where diamonds come from. Because
Wow.
why do you think diamonds is the hard shield of glass? Remember that glass shield of firmament?
Mm-hmm.
The reason it's blue on the other side because it's water on the other side of it. So it's a hard glass shield that they're trying to break through it because Earth is a prison planet. We can set this thing in a righteous way. Well, that's what's happening right now. So the end of their world is happening right now.
Mhm.
It's the end of their world. And as soon as we can wake up out of the spell, that slumber, stop giving that tail light vision any credibility, because in Operation Markerberg, they told you they were going to use that to deceive the people.
Mhm.
They can make it seem like something hit a building when it was just a CGI. Don't get fooled, guys. We know controlled demolition when we see it and hear it. Okay? Can't nothing fall down that fast unless it's called implosion.
Mm.
Fire cannot burn metal like that at all, period. At all. So we gotta wise up, guys, so we can rise up together.
Yes, I love that. Chief, we have 403 people, 406 now in the chat. How can, and many of them are asking, how can they get in touch with you if they want to create a trust? Because you do that for a living, and I've read your biography before. You've been into sales and marketing. You work for Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies. You're also a fitness trainer. You trained athletes and celebrities. Like you're a man of clout, and you're very very knowledgeable in this area. How can they reach you if they're interested in you creating a trust on their behalf?
Oh, it's just simple. Keep it simple. Just email me. You can put the email in the comments. It says
Okay,
Unity in Motion 45 at yahoo.com.
okay. And what happens?
Uh,
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. When you email me, just go ahead and leave your number there. But to make sure, guys, that I'm talking to people who are reputable, who wants to really do business, that's going to be a small donation of a consultation fee of $50 to keep down the riffraff.
And that goes towards what exactly? When-
It goes to any service that they get. That's the $50 is going to go toward that, because let's just keep down. If I just didn't have a consultation fee, I have everybody and their mama trying to call me, and call me. I don't need that. I don't need that.
You're a businessman and you have other businesses. You're a fitness trainer for celebrities and
Yeah.
athletes, and you put
Yes.
together plans and all that. So yeah, you're very busy.
I'm busy, 'cause I may even have to maybe go higher than that to make sure that I got serious people, because I'm really really busy right now. But I take the time out. Take out about 5 or 6 hours a day to make sure I'm getting to everybody, really hearing what they have to say, and
Mhm.
trying to bring remedy to it. In fact, based on what they tell me, find out the best way to go about attacking their needs.
Yeah, this trust is so powerful. It can, I mean, it protects your children. And I went into my personal story about how these hospitals and doctors were trying to come after my grandchildren, especially my grandson, because I wouldn't allow them to give him certain shots, and how they like literally tried to force us to. Doctors reported us. They sent police to the door to our home. It was wild. But CPS is not a lawful organization, so many people need to know that this is for entertainment purposes only. And it's not just that the three letter organization, Chief, but there are like 439 that I found on a list of agencies that they call federal agencies that are actually unlawful. There's nothing, they're not attached to the republic, to our lawful government. So they shouldn't even be here, you know. And here's a list of those federal agencies, family. I'll put that in a chat for you. The 439 that I could find that are not a part of the lawful republic, but they were created as corporations. Chief, maybe you can go on a little bit about what a corporation is, but they force us to pay fines. They force us to have a driver's license. They force us to have insurance and registration and all this that is not even lawful according to our Constitution. And people who operate in trust and in honor, of course, according to the Republic, don't even abide by these 439 corporations. Can you just briefly, or however long it takes, you talk
Be-
about
be- be-
what a corporate.
because
Go ahead.
the reason being is because to be a corporation is to be unalive.
Okay.
So that, like I said, to keep it simple, when you were born, and you came out the waters through the canal and docked on land, they took the soles of your foot to gain access to your actual soul, your soul, and they turned that name your mom gave you as a free man and woman, and they turned you into a corporation. Really, a corporation means corpse. So they had to turn you to a corporation and gave you a EIN number because that's a number to an unlimited account.
Mm,
They gave it to you. So they had to unalive you at birth so they can create that straw man to go along with that corpse. So when the real you gets older and you sign anything, your name, put your name associated on anything, they're going to come as the corporation, the straw man, and send that to the treasury and put money on your behalf to pay for what you pay for on the private side, and then turn around and charge you high ass interest and that payment all over again because you're unalive.
mm,
So that's for the corporation. So only that corporation can deal with a corporation. That's why I'm saying it took some very cunning people or entities to come up with this elaborate system. It's an unalive you, so they can create a fictitious you to
mm,
pull from your energy. So they turn you into a corpse. And how you come out of being a corpse is to operate in trust.
mm,
That's how you do it. So now the common everyday man and woman I found out about trust. This particular trust is one of the strongest trusts because comes with a foreign EIN number that pulls you out of the jurisdiction of the United States Corporation, which only owns 10 square miles in the District of Columbia. You're truly not U.S. citizens, but you've been fooled to think you are. You don't
mm,
live in D.C., the District of Columbia, but you're saying that you're a citizen of a corporation that only owns 10 square miles in the District of Columbia.
mm,
They're slick like that, you know. So it's just an opportunity that those that talk to me, you can get even more details. I'll go deeper into how you can operate in trust. You know, how you operate in trust. And when you operate in trust, you let go of the old man and become an old woman and become the new man and the new woman. It's a beautiful thing. That's why I said it's a beautiful time to be alive. If you are alive today, you should be very grateful because there's so many people that I know that are transitioning and to be here and be lower vibrational in this time, it's just not doing any justice to our creator. You saying that you don't even appreciate to be alive, that you wake up with other people on your mind and you look at to sabotage somebody else because you're not happy with yourself and you can't come alive, you can't operate in trust. So you want to make sure you sabotage somebody. It's just time's out for that right there. And this time right now, people have been unaligned for lower vibrational tendencies, guys. Become your own, become your own savior. Save yourself out of this. Because
mm.
that's what they're looking at. They said you can save yourself because I put myself within you for you to save yourself. Just
That's
tap in, go within, and stop being toxic, stop being low vibrational, and you can speak your virtual reality into existence. You can say, I'm going to be wealthy.
mhm,
I'm going to help people. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to get people I'm going to be able to get homeless people off the streets. I'm going to really help people build businesses. It's just speak these things, and then with some action, and see what happens. Because I'm gonna tell you what I do for what myself. I know that we are in manifestation time, and
mhm,
I speak everything into my life. It don't matter who comes against me, who talks about me, who hates on me. Keep on doing it, because the more you do it, the more He's going to increase me. Because He that is within me is more powerful than anything that you can say or do. And if you keep on, we know ancient language. He said, touch not my anointed ones. Do my prophets and prophets no harm, because they come to do the will of their Father. So if you mess with them, I will remove you.
mm.
Be about your business, guys. There's some wonderful and exciting things that's
Yes.
getting ready to happen, and they want to bog us down with things for fear, because fear is the best way to control somebody.
Mm. Chief, people are saying thank you in the chat, and they wonder, does this apply in Canada and other countries around the world?
Thank
This
you, guys.
sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
The trust creation that you do, does it apply to people in Canada, in Europe, and all over the
This
world?
this 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 this, this trust is universal.
Mm. Mm.
Mhm.
So when they contact you at a unityemotion45 at yahoo.com, should they let you know that they heard about you on the Dr.
Yes,
Kia?
ma'am. Definitely,
Oh,
definitely leave that number and definitely let me know that you heard that they heard about this trust through you.
okay. So let everybody know. I mean, let Chief know you heard it on the Dr. Kia Pruitt show. He's going to take care of everybody, whether you do that or not. But you know, he's definitely going to take care of the Soul family because you all asked for the information, and this is what we're here for. We're here to liberate the people. It's a part of our mission and our goal. People are saying thank you so much. Again, you can contact him, unityemotion45 at yahoo.com, and send your phone number, and you also send a consultation fee of $50, but that'll be applied to any of the services that he offers. He offers trust creation, and he also will put together a plan for you if you want to know about eating and fitness and working out. Anything else, Chief, you offer that you want them to know about, or will you share that information later?
I mean, for those who are apply for a status correction, authenticators, your birth certificate, the diplomatic passport for those it may apply to. You know, I offer those services as well. Like I said, when you do the consultation, we talk.
Okay.
There's some other services that I'm not at privilege to talk about on here, but you know, I talked to one sister who has pretty much a family issues going on that we can more than likely bring remedy to it. She's
Mm,
probably on here tonight, so I got a lot of information, you know, based on we are people we operate in honor. We don't go out here and break the law. We understand that the police out there are doing a superb job. Those who are operating in honor, they're working hard away from their families. So we people here we don't look to cause problems with the police with the law. We keep the law, but we just want to make sure that if there is a situation, so every now and then he may have a bad apple and so
mhm,
forth like that. We just want to make sure that we protect ourselves and our loved ones, so that if something like that happened, through operating trust can make it difficult for them to pick on you like that, because you don't see the rich being picked on like that because they have themselves set up in trust a certain way.
Chief, I have a very important question for you from the chat, but before I do ask that question, we have 442 people in the chat. Thank you so much. Hit the like button, please. Subscribe to the channel, share the video so we can get our numbers back up and get this information out to our soul family. Chief, the question is from Sister Change is Supreme. So, Chief Mac, how do we trust any paperwork ever again? Why not just go back to our own oral traditions? Won't they all not make the shift?
Ma'am, that's not in place right now. That's not in place right now. So that's the equivalent to someone saying that, you know, I'm going to stop paying my mortgage because we know that the Chevron Act is in place. So I'm just going to stop just paying for everything. And you don't want to do that because you want to continue to pay your bills, pay your mortgages, and wait till things happen before you make that move. So
Mm,
right now, as it stands, that a trust can protect you now. It can be, you can open up a private bank account with the trust, and you can run your funds in that because this particular trust is a foundation and a ministry. So it's just not just about a trust. It's about you're going to have a foundation and a ministry, a business, a 508. This it's got many different aspects to it to just think about. Well, what about, you know? It's going to protect you. You're going to have you a bona fide business, a foundation, and a ministry, which you can receive donations and gifts from people and not have to worry about it being taxed and anything. It just gives you that protection. You got
mm,
many different levels to having a trust, and this one in particular.
mhm. Beautifully, beautifully answered, Chief. Let's see if I have. Okay, somebody asked, what if you already have a foreign EIN but using it for trust? Also, can you open a bank account here in the States?
Of course. That's what I've said. You know that's what it's for. You're gonna have a foreign EIN number, not just. I've talked to some people, and they said that there have been some people out here allowing folks to do a trust and then open the trust up with just a regular EIN number. That's just not a good thing.
Mm,
I mean, it's just like an oxymoron. And then, the trust I do for you, you're going to get a foreign EIN number.
Mm,
Foreign, which means foreign of outside the jurisdiction of the United States Corporation within America.
mm,
Within America, because you got to know that the United States is not America. But many people got
right.
everything under the United States, which they have jurisdiction, and you fall under their jurisdiction. Doing the Foreign Grantors Trust, which is a 508C1A irrevocable trust, which is really to set you up with a foundation. You're going to have a foundation, and it's like your ministry. We should all have a ministry inside of it. There's no reason to be on this planet, to be on this earth, and not have a ministry inside you.
Mm,
We should all have. That's how the world's going to get better. Because we should, each and every last one of us, should have a ministry in us where we are helping each other. We got to get out of being selfish and being envious and jealous of people and looking at the cup halfway empty than halfway full. I'm a halfway full type of individual, which means I'll look for the good in people, but I'm not no sucker. So we got to get out of that, being hating on people and being jealous, having malice toward people, and looking to damn somebody's light because you don't shine bright enough. You can shine bright enough too. Just go within and dig in deep and find the greatness within you, and then stop being the victim over what happened to you years ago. Become the victor over those situations and get through it. And maybe you should go out there and exercise and work out or swim and find something to release some endorphins because that'll get rid of all the pain
yeah.
that's deep within you.
And just so our soul family knows, like you talking about how we can, be outside and get rid of the pain, release endorphins. The Chief is helping me get my life back in order, like with working out, releasing endorphins. He got me back in the gym. He's putting together a plan for me. I am so excited. I'm motivated. Talk to a personal trainer, even though Chief is a personal trainer, but just getting some additional information, family, just making that move, that first step, just has me feeling so good and high vibrational. So thank you, Chief Mac, for that. I appreciate it.
And guys, and we can come together, and we can come together because there are people who are close to you guys who see that a major shift is about to happen in your life,
Mm,
and they are close to you, and they're envious of you guys, and they smile at you with hate in their heart. I'm here to tell you to watch him.
mm,
And if we all come on here, we could all come together in collective in private prayer toward each other and keep each other lifted and motivated and inspire and protect each other, guys. Because when you have a huge shift that's about to happen in your life, then you have monitoring spirits that are operating in people you never thought that would trespass against you and betray you. Because there's no huge change that comes to your life without opposition. Prepare yourselves. Be happy, but just be conscious of the people around you. And you don't have to let everybody know every move that you're making, but
mm.
just do it. Do it. Be happy. Mind the business that pays you. And that's come together as the soul family. And we're going to create a new culture.
Mm,
A new culture is being created right now, guys. And they're afraid of this new culture. And this new culture is love. It's the fruits of the spirit.
right.
That's it. The new culture is the fruits of the spirit. And that's what we should be with. That's all I have. I don't have nothing but love and joy in my heart. And I'm not going to allow anybody to gaslight you into being lower vibration. So don't allow anybody to gaslight you and being lower vibration because what's for you is for you. You're going to get it. You're going to
Chief,
get it, guys.
thank you. Can I just briefly say that what the fruits of the spirit are?
Yep, Sam, go ahead and Sam.
The fruits of the spirit are virtues that are described in the Bible, evidence that you have God or the spirit of life living inside of you. They are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control.
Bam. And you know what that is right there?
Who's that, darling?
Operating in trust.
Mm, mm, mm.
See, the Bible has truth and lies in it. So they got a lot of truth in there. But when I hear these stories, because I really understand trust, that's operating in trust. This is how they operate with each other. While the people on the ground level who are debtors means that you are deceased.
Mm,
As long as we are arguing with each other, going back and forth with each other, they said they're going to make us rich.
mm, mm. Speaking of trust, Chief, somebody by the name of No Worries is saying if anybody's feeling iffy about the trust, don't. I've already contacted Chief Mac and he's helping me. All right. Thank you for the testimony, No Worries. We appreciate that. Thank you. Also, Chief, are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Yeah, we've buffing for a while. But
Oh,
that's
what I was saying is No Worries said if anybody is feeling iffy, don't because this person has already contacted you and you're helping with the trust. So it's buffering, guys, and I'm having I may be having internet issues. I
you're
apologize.
good. You're good now.
Okay. Love being Nubian wants to know, hello, love. I appreciate seeing you. Do we have to wait to get a trust before we get authenticated?
No, no, no.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with that. No.
Okay. Is there a waiting list for the services?
Well, you as you call, you will be taken care of as you call and come in. So I
Okay.
have people that I'm dealing with right now. As you call, if you email me, and I get to you accordingly, right then you're going to be put in the line as with and when you call.
Hmm. Another question, Chief. So the irrevocable trust would be better than a revocable trust? You can't change the irrevocable trust, Terrell Hamilton asked. I guess he's
No,
asking.
no. Those are two different trusts. You got a living revocable trust. You got a 508 C1A irrevocable trust. The 508 is more powerful than just a regular revocable trust. But typically, the people who have wealth, they have several trusts because they layer the trust on top of each other.
Mm,
But if you're boxing like that as of now, you do things in stages. But I have several trust accounts, and they're all layered on top of each other, mixed in like that. That's what the rich they have several trust accounts.
mm, mm,
But the trust that I'm telling people because it's a foreign grantor's trust which removes you out the jurisdiction. That's why I'm pushing that one.
mm.
It's giving you a foundation it's a foundation and a ministry. So you're gonna have a foundation. This trust at the end of whatever you name the trust, it's gonna have foundation on it.
That sounds very powerful. Very
Yeah,
powerful.
it is. It's actually the most if you have to it's the most powerful trust you can get.
I've
It's
heard.
a foundation under a ministry with a foreign EIN number removing you from the jurisdiction of the corporation.
Mm. Uh, Dana says, I was 389 pounds and now I'm down to 260. All right, Dana lost
Oh,
119 pounds.
that's amazing.
Congratulations. That's awesome. I love the testimonies. Let's see. Chief, I appreciate you taking the time. I know this was last minute. You come in here, you were busy,
Yes,
but
if you have a TD account, you can put that trust in that TD account.
I missed that. There was a question about TDA. Say it
Yeah,
again, Chief. What'd you say? Oh, okay. Can you,
yeah.
what'd
If
you
you have
say
a
again?
TD account, if you have a TD account, you can simply put that attach the trust to it.
Wow. And you know what? I found a way. This is for entertainment purposes only. And I had to write it down the instructions on how to allegedly access a TDA account. I don't know if it works or not. I didn't try it. I was like, I probably need to handle some other things before I do that. But there are actually instructions on how to do it, Chief, that I found. Like there are instructions. It's crazy.
Hmm.
Somebody says they have their name picked out already for their foundation. Pure Soul says, I'm excited. I paid my $50. Let's go. Pure Soul is ready for the trust T. Already paid the consultation fee. Awesome. Congratulations, Pure Soul. Let me see what else. Chief, do you have time for any more questions?
Sure, I could take a couple more questions.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. Oh, does this apply for HOAs? Please explain. I think they're talking about the Chevron doctrine. So, according to the Chevron doctrine, these organizations, and I showed you a list of 439 federal organizations, they could make up their own laws, their own rules. And if you challenge them, the judges would defer, that's why they call it Chevron deference, back to those agencies like the HOAs, at whatever any of those organizations say it, and say the DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, the judges would defer back to them and say, look, that is the authority. They are experts in their area, so you have to abide by them. You have to agree to, you have to do whatever they tell you to do, and they would not even let you, they wouldn't hear your case. They would not let you complain. So yes, the HOA is a part of those three-letter organizations that made up their own rules. But in the state of Florida, and it's probably everywhere now, Florida leads the way in a lot of things. In the state of Florida, and I showed you an article not long ago, it was determined that because the Chevron doctrine was overturned, now HOAs no longer have the power to tell you you can't grow your own fruits and vegetables in your garden, in your yard. So yes, this applies to HOAs. Chief, you have anything else to add to that?
Like I said, it's better to have than not need, than to need and not have. But we know that the most of the uh, so-called governmental municipalities are constructs and subsidiaries of the United States corporation. Okay, so when you set yourself up with this particular trust, it's one way where the trust, this particular foundation trust, foreign trust, can protect you the same way it's going to protect those funds. You can create your own
Did we lose you, Chief? Or is it my internet? Can you all hear me? If you can hear me, put a one in the chat, please. Because I don't know. I lost Chief. I don't know if he's out or is it my internet? Because my internet is sketchy. Nobody can hear me. Can you hear me? Oh, you can hear me. So maybe Chief, thank you so much. Okay. Maybe Chief just got knocked out. He'll come back. Speaking of HOAs, let me show you guys something. Chief, if you come back, let us know that you're here. Thank you. You can hear me. Look at this article. I'm going to put it in the description section for you, and I also put it in the chat. Here's what HOAs in Florida cannot do to you anymore as of Monday, July 1st. And this was after the Chevron doctrine was decided. Start planting your backyard vegetables, planting them in your garden. For many Floridian homeowners, Monday marked the day they could finally relax a little. As of July 1st, a new law limiting what homeowner associations in the state can do to their members went into effect. Homeowners associations were created to maintain standards, uniformity, and a sense of community while collecting dues to pay for common areas, services, and general neighborhood improvements. But it seems that many people who have lived in the HOAs in Florida have horror stories about petty or arbitrary fines that keep increasing, harassment over restrictive rules regarding the appearances of homes and lawns, and the lack of management availability and transparency, or just the ongoing grind of living under the watchful eyes of HOA busybodies with tape measures and a lot of free time, the article states. HB 1203 Homeowners Association was just one of several HOA bills introduced into this year's legislative session to rein in the HOA or Homeowners Association's excesses, but it may be the most sweeping one, amounting to essentially a homeowner's Bill of Rights. This law comes just after another one forcing HOAs to allow homeowners to harden their homes against hurricanes. HOA defenders pointed out that homeowners agreed to the conditions when they purchased the home, and efforts standardized and protected the property, yada, yada, yada. However, people are saying that we're seeing harassment of homeowners, according to Representative Juan Perez, who is from Miami. One of the responses of the bills, we're seeing selective enforcement by bylaws and covenants. So now it tells you what Florida's homeowners cannot do anymore. They're not telling you this because of the Chevron deference that was overturned by the Supreme Court of the United States. Now you can do a lot more in the state of Florida. The HOAs cannot enforce rules on some residents, but not others. They can't ban homeowners or their invited guests from parking personal, business, or first responder vehicles that are not commercial vehicles in their driveways any longer. Let's see what else they cannot do. Ban contractors or workers from the homeowner's property. They cannot fine residents for leaving garbage cans at the curb or at the end of the driveway within 24 hours of a scheduled trash collection. They can't fine residents for leaving up holiday lights anymore. They can't limit or create rules for the inside of structures that isn't visible from the street or a neighbor's property. They can't ban vegetable gardens or clotheslines anymore. Remember that, how we used to, your grandma used to hang up, I still hang up clothes. They cannot ban you from doing that anymore, from drying your clothes on the clotheslines. They can't require review and approval of plans for central air conditioning, refrigeration, heating, or ventilation systems, and even more. And their fines are now limited. HOAs may not levy fines more than $100 per violation or more than $1,000 in total if daily fines are levied. And Dr. Kia Pruitt is saying even that will be done away with because these HOAs are out of control and they're unlawful in many ways. HOAs may not put a lien in a parcel for fines of less than $1,000. HOAs, if the also they're saying if the violation is cured before the hearing or in a manner specified in a written notice, the fine or suspension may not be imposed. HOAs must be transparent with their rules and their meetings. Listen, family, I have a family member, a biological family member, blood family, not just soul family member. I'm gonna put that in the description section because if Florida is doing this, the other states will follow. Excuse me, Florida is leading, other states will follow. And this happened July 1st, which was after the Chevron deference was overturned. I have a blood family member. Chief, are you there? Let me see. I have a blood family member, biological family member, who is going back and forth with HOAs who won't do what they're supposed to do and imposing fines on my family member. So she's taking it upon herself to represent everyone in her community, and she's going against the Housing Authority or Homeowners Association in her community. And at first they were, going back and forth, and they were trying to enforce these fines on them and making them abide by these arbitrary rules. And so my family member, just like me, bullheaded, we gonna stand for the people, took them to court. And whereas before they were fighting against her, all of a sudden she was like, Kia, they just stopped fighting me. Like, there's no fighting, nobody's saying anything. What's going on? I know you got your hand on the pulse of what's going on behind the scenes. I said, honey, the Chevron doctrine was just overturned. And now the HOA, she said, because before the judge was saying you got to do whatever they say do, but now the judge's not saying anything. It's just, it just went quiet. And I said, because the judges would defer back to the Homeowners Association saying you just got to abide by all these arbitrary laws. But now they're at a standstill because if they say that now, they'll be held for TREASON. So now they're panicking. And so she said, oh, I'm glad you told me that because now I'm going to use my power to do what I have to do to take them down. So, Chief, we had lost you for a minute. I just wanted to tell the family members that this Chevron doctrine being overturned, it does relate to the homeowners associations as well. I'll turn it back into your hands and defer to you. Are you there, Chief?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So yeah, the homeowners association, yes, family members, they will be overturned in many ways. All these arbitrary rules have to cease and desist. All About Healing says, oh wow, I love this. Keep the freedom train moving, Dr. Pruitt. This is what we all need. Yes. Okay. L. Jeffrey says HOAs or homeowner associations were forcing homeowners into foreclosure in Florida. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, Chief Matt is in the chat. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Pure Soul. All right. Okay. We have a question here. If you already have the name that is registered under the old corporation, can you take that name and use that name for your trust, Chief Matt?
If you have we could just that's possible. If you have a corporation already, you can put that within the trust, guys. You can take that and put that within the trust, and the trust will own it and take it from you.
Mm, mm, yeah. Yeah, we know who's behind all this, freezing up your phone and overheating, me having computer and internet issues because the people are being free. We've been liberated, Chief.
No doubt we are.
We're doing the
Out
work.
with the old, in with the new.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Somebody saying thank you. Oh, and all of this that was going on with the HOAs wasn't just happening in Florida. Love being Nubian says it was also happening in the DMV, Maryland area. Oh yeah, they're wicked all over the place. So, Chief, the questions are coming in. Dana said, "I'll pay my $50 tonight." All right, for the consultation fee. Pure Soul says, I'm excited. I just paid my 50. Let's go. People have their names picked out. And again, to contact Chief Mac for a consultation on how he can help you with creating this trust or creating it on your behalf. Contact him via email at unityemotion45@yahoo.com. I'll put it in the description section. And nope, I can't put it in the description section. I'll put it in the chat. Do you all know I no longer have access to the description section on YouTube at all because they took it away from me. Anytime I start a new YouTube channel, they now ask me for my ID. I have to send them my government ID. And they'll say, sorry, Kia Pruitt, doctor, whatever you call yourself, you cannot access this feature on YouTube. You may not put a link in the description section at all, ever again. So, but it will be in the chat. Unity Emotion is spelled UNITY. UNITY. That's a unity. UNITY. UNITYINMOTION. That's Unity Emotion 45, as in the 45th president. Y'all know who that is. Unity Emotion 45 at yahoo.com. Sing it with me. Unity Emotion 45 at yahoo.com. Unity Emotion 45 at yahoo.com.
That's something else, man.
So all you have to do is pay a $50 consultation fee. He may have to go up in price because that everybody's been telling them that's too low, but they're willing to pay it. Here exclusively, our soul family here at the Dr. Kia Pruitt Show. Get in where you fit in, family. You get the first option to pay at this low rate, $40 or $50. That's nothing. Right now, before he goes up in prices, because he's being, swamped with people needing help and saying I'll pay more. So why you can't only pay your $50 is going to go towards the services that he renders. It's worth it. On the last chat we had, there were many people saying he already did my trust for me. He did it years ago, and my trust has been able to help me in this way with my children. My trust has been able to put my farm, and I put my farm in a trust. I put my business in a trust. I put my birth certificate. I put my assets, my foreign currencies in a trust. I put my gold and silver in a trust. Chief Mac is your man. Chief, any words? Somebody said, thank you for your reasonable price. Oh, how do you pay the 50? You send it to Cash App. Oh, wait a minute. Chief, what's your Cash App?
It's Alan Judah.
That's right.
Alan Judah 47.
Alan Judah 47. So if you want to go ahead and pay your consultation fee, and make sure you make a note that it's for consultation. They have to make, I guess that he'll know it, but it's for consultation. Excuse me. It's at Allen ALLEN Judah JUDAH 47. That's $Allen Judah 47 if you want to pay a consultation fee. And I should make sure I spell that out for you. Love being Nubian says, I hope I
If they can leave the number in the cash, if you can, to leave that number once you make the consultation fee. In the notes, you can leave your number. If the number, if your name is not associated with the cash app, just let me know who you are. You can both leave your number there, and you can email and let me know that you paid it. If it came from someone else, just state who that is. If it's not associated with you.
okay. Hold on 1 minute. Cash app. I'm going to do it one more time. $. Somebody wants to know, can we pay through Zelle? Can you pay?
We can work it out. We'll talk. We can work it out.
Who is that? Sister Audrey. He said, well, he'll work it out with you. So can you email him? Unity in Motion 45 at yahoo.com. What's the rest of that one line? UNITY, UNITY. That's the Unity. UNITY. What's that one? What's how it goes? Chief, you remember?
Hey, we're older right now, so
Yeah, for y'all that don't know, that's Queen Latifah. Yes.
Yeah, you talking about the early '90s.
That's right.
No, I think that's late 80s.
That was the '80s. I'm
That
sorry
was
about that. We
the
old.
80s? What?
Yes. Goodness.
Dang. So for consultation, again, Cash App, Chief Mac at $Allen Judah 47. That's ALLEN JUDAH 47. And for those of you who are just checking in, we're talking about the power of operating in the private, outside the jurisdiction of the United States Incorporated, and on your own as a sovereign entity. Did you know what sovereign means? Did you know what it means, what it alludes to? To be sovereign, it's right there in the name. I looked up the etymology of the word. I've done the work for you. You're welcome. So, sov means over, and reign means rule and control. You have reign, rule, and control over your own life. You don't need the government. You don't need control over your mind. Govern, manage, and control the menche or mind. You don't need that to happen from some entity that's not even human. You don't even need humans to control and rule your mind. You control your own life and operate sovereign beings. Isn't that right, Chief? We can operate in our own power.
You were born here to be a free man and free woman, and the way you can do that is just operate in trust.
Yes, sir. Who is this? This is All About Healing. Says, I'm about to revoke my bank's POA via 56F and 882B. This is for entertainment purposes only. You two Nazis. Well, you go ahead and do your thing. I will put this information in Rumble. Thank you, Love being Nubian. Thumbs up, family. You guys can only see a limited amount of people in the chat because you might only be on Rumble. But however, this is streaming on YouTube, Rumble, both of my Facebook pages, and Twitter. So I can see 501 people in the chat. Thank you so much, family. I appreciate you. Ronell says thumbs up. So you guys hit the like button, please. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and share this video because y'all already got us. This is the newest channel, the 5th channel. I just started this a couple of days ago. We're over 1,000 subscribers. We just need a few more watch hours. So please share the video, like the video, and make sure people know that Dr. Kia Pruitt is here sharing information that's liberating humanity, and not by my own power, but by the power and might of the Most High. So is this the same as a private member association? I'm not sure, but I will ask him when he comes back. Show love to the channel, like and subscribe, family. We got JFK Jr. in the house. Let's give him a hand. John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. He says, never give up, never surrender. I love you, Dr. Kia Pruitt. Oh, thank you, JFK. You know what, John, let me tell you, I was listening to your podcast today, and I saw how they just keep shadow banning you and they cut you off in mid-sentence. That is a horrible thing to happen. And I've been there where you're talking and you don't even know they cut you off. and all of a sudden you start getting all these texts and your phone start going off, and people send you email and they're like, I can't find you. They will cut you off in mid-sentence because they don't want you to know the truth. They don't want you to know what's going on. They don't, the powers that be that don't want us getting this information out about how to live in the private, don't want the world to know about John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. being alive. He is still alive and well. And you found that out on the Dr. Kia Pruitt show. Before I did the interview with him twice, I actually did a book review of his called Identity Theft. So you guys, no, Stolen Identity, excuse me. So you need to look for his book on Amazon. Stolen Identity talks about how he was stolen from his parents, and when his dad was assassinated. Why was his dad assassinated? For what we're talking about right now. His dad said there's a plot to enslave every man, woman, and child. But before I leave this high noble office, I will expose this plot. And he did. And they got rid of John Fitzgerald Kennedy Sr. and John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. had to go in hiding, and he was sold into trafficking and so many horrendous things. Go to his channel to hear more about his story. He needs you to support him. So thank you, JFK Jr., for being my brother, my friend. I love you, and Rockin' Robin, your companion. And I'm so grateful to have your support. And you got my support. I'm here. I'm down for the cause of liberating the people. Y'all just giving me so much energy. I feel so good right now. Thank you. Pure Soul says, we love you, Dr. Kia. Because of you, I have currencies. Yes, I'm so happy. Yes. That's exciting. Conspiratory says, John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr., I have a vintage JFK scrapbook, side mark Jackie. That I have, and I'd like to send it to you. Oh my gosh, JFK, can you put your post office box or your address down in the chat so Conspiratory can send you what she has for you? She wants to send it to you. That's just so much love being shared here. I want to go ahead and send Chief this link again, just in case he got kicked out. That happens, especially with us over here sharing so much information that they might not want you to know. Okay. So keep sharing information with each other in the chat. I'm inviting Chief Mac back here in case you all have more questions for him. But before we go on, let me just tell you all, thank you. I have to do this because since YouTube took off my channels, I was like, I don't even know if they're going to pay me that last check. So I don't know. This is the fourth. They took out 4 channels. This is my 5th one. I don't have any access to some of the features on YouTube, and it's okay. I already did my morning, and I've already come to terms with I'm not being able to go live on YouTube anymore. And maybe I need to shift, or maybe I need to do what my son, who isn't a communist, by the way, calls, what is my son? I had Chief right here. He got kicked out again. My son tells me sometimes, Mom, you might have to pivot. You might have to go into another direction with your business. It just depends on how much you're being shadow banned. Sometimes it's a message from the universe to pivot. Sometimes it's a message from God. You just have to figure out what you're going to do. So I might have to pivot, family, if this continues. So let me just say, Sister Shelly, thank you for the cash app. I love you so much. You guys have a blessed me. And there is so much more, and I will put it in the chat. Someone asked me for it. It is my cash app for Dr. Kia Pruitt. Chief is back in the house or in the room. $ Mama Kia 13 to support Dr. Kia's work. And let me show you how many of you all have blessed me. Hold on. Here it is. So, because somebody said they want to know because I've helped them and I appreciate it. And I thank you so much for sharing your love and your financial blessings with me. People have said I've helped them learn about currencies. They've gotten currencies because of the Dr. Kia Pruitt show. They've gotten silver and gold. This is just so amazing. And they've gotten information. They've gotten a trust from Chief Mac. I'm just so excited. So, Sister Shelly, thank you so much. I appreciate your blessing. Sister Annie, God bless you. I am most grateful. Brother Peter blessed me. Thank you so much. Sister Twana, and I've heard from you many times. Thank you so much. Sister Sophia, I love you. Thank you. Tristan Early, you come through almost every few days. Thank you so much for loving me. And you're always in the chat saying you love me. Thank you, Tristan. Beautiful, beautiful Max Ministry. Thank you. I love you, my darling. Always taking care of me. Jimmy, thank you so much. I appreciate Thank you. Brother Eric Jenkins, I woke up early in the morning to that sound dropping in the casket. I was so grateful. Thank you. Who else? Sister Sophia. You see all this, Chief? All this love coming in? Um, Dr.
High
Hart.
vibrations.
High vibrations, Dr. Hart, and people are even like donating Bitcoin. I didn't even know you could do that, or different cryptos. I don't want to call it cryptos, digital assets. Um, Sister Sue Maddie, thank you. Sister Deborah, thank you. OA, thank you. It's just, and even more just coming in right now. Sister Sunshine, oh my gosh. Sister Near Raha, thank you. Dennis, you love me so much. You're always sending me a blessing. You're always encouraging me, sending me email, sending me text messages, just telling me keep going, don't give up. We love you. We're rallying around you. We're supporting you. Family, I thank you so much. God bless you. Heaven smile on you, and may the Creator give you long life, prosperity, and peace. All of you, whether you're able to give or not. I thank you for being here. Your presence makes me credible. Your presence is the reason why I'm doing this. It confirms the ministry that God put in me. So one thing my pastor told me, he said, when God puts something in you, it should be like fire shut up in your bones, like a burning fire that has to come out. Number one. And number two, whatever ministry he gave you, that fire that's in you, the people in within your realm of influence should feel that fire, and they should confirm the ministry that's in you. They should agree with it. It should minister to them. You can't just say I'm a preacher and the word doesn't make sense to the people. You can't just say I'm this or I'm that. I'm a prophet, and you don't even know how to prophesy, or the prophecy is not healing people. It's not edifying the people. They have to be able to confirm the gift that's in you, and you all confirm and affirm the gift that's in me. So thank you so much, and thank you for your time, your blessings, and your support of me, Chief Mac. uh, I see John F. K. Jr. in the chat, and thank you so much. He's saying, if you can, please share love to Dr. Kia Pruitt. She deserves a blessing. Thank you, JFK. We love you so much. And JFK Jr. sends me a blessing too, very often. So, guys, this man is a wonderful, wonderful supporter of mine, as well as Chief Mac. Chief Mac is a blessing to me. He holds me down for the work that I'm doing for the Soul family. So he and many of you as well. So I appreciate you. Uh, Chief,
Yes, ma'am.
the people want to know about some currencies. Hold on. John Fitzgerald says, never give up, never surrender. I love you, Dr. Kia. I love you more. They want to hear some information about the currencies, because I do have some projected rates. Do you have a minute before we answer some more questions?
Well, you've laid it out there as far as what type of currency. Just as long as you get some currency, guys. Some people, depending on your pockets, you can afford to get certain currency, but you can try to mix it up, guys. Just get some currency. It's going to definitely know it's going to turn over, but the main important thing is that you want to have your private bank account set up to be able to put these things in the account. You're gonna have a private bank account instead of a public bank account. So when these things come, when this wealth comes, that you're gonna have that's to roll right over into it. So just get whatever kind of currencies you can get. Dr. Kier is the one that's giving us the beautiful rendition of the financial forecast that's out there that she's doing. Take the time out and really study this stuff and give it to us, guys. So we stick to her, stay committed to her. share it with like-minded people, so we can keep on getting fed words of life and information that's going to help us with the next year. It's a lot of change going to happen with the next year. We want to make sure that we operate in trust, guys, and get ourselves positioned for what's going to come.
Yes, and speaking of financial forecast, let me just show you all. I know I brought this to your attention before, but just look at this quickly. It says that Zimbabwe's central banker stockpiled gold in a move to bolster their ZiG currency. In other words, the new central bank governor of Zimbabwe has a name of John Mushan. Oh, I'm sorry, Mushai, who he's building up their nation's gold reserves in order to support their new gold-backed currency, the gold, the ZiG. The ZiG is ZIG. That stands for Zim Gold. The central bank of Zimbabwe is amassing a lot of gold and storing up gold or stockpiling gold so that they can back up or support their new gold back currency, because their new gold back currency just officially went into circulation. So you see this little article here that describes that they're stockpiling gold. Now let me show you some information. Now this is just a tweet, but there's more information out there that talks about the Zim. Let me see right here. I have information that will show you that. Let me see. Zimbabwe just. Let me see if I can find it. Zimbabwe just released their officially entered their ZiG into circulation. So this article actually came out on April the 30th, that Zimbabwe's new gold-backed currency was going to enter circulation. And then somebody tweeted that it just officially went into circulation the other day. So here is the article. Let me see if I have to accept this. Zimbabwe's new gold-backed currency entered circulation. April 30th, Zimbabwe's new gold-backed currency came into general circulation on that Tuesday amid promises by monetary authorities to keep the money supply in check as they struggle to contain inflation. The Southern African country dumped the Zim dollar earlier that month after it lost more than 70% of its value against the dollar. The new currency, the Zimbabwe gold, is backed by gold, other precious minerals, and the United States dollar. That's what at the time of this writing, but we know the dollar is going to lose its value. It was trading on Tuesday at 13.4 to the dollar, little change from previous levels on the formal market. But I just wanted to show you that the Zimbabwe stockpiling gold to back their currency, and their new gold currency did enter circulation. Why did I bring that up to you? I brought it up to you because I want to show you that there are new projected rates. This is speculation of what the new rates for Zimbabwe Zim would be. Now, the Zimbabwe Zim, if you take it out and you look at the top left-hand corner, it will say, I promise to pay the bearer upon demand. It is a promise to pay the bearer upon demand. It is written on government bond paper, and it is a government bond and a promise to pay you upon demand after the global currency reset and when the whole world has returned to the gold standard, which we already know that the world has returned to the gold standard because of the all of the nations have joined BRICS. All the exporting nations have joined BRICS: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, that coalition. And here in the States, according to the Sound Money Defense League, over 45 states have now reclaimed silver and gold as money. How did they do that? They did it by repealing the state sales taxes from the sales of precious metals. How can a state do that? How can they remove state sales taxes from precious metals? Well, a state can do that now because according to our republic, the lawful government, every state in America is actually a country. Is that right, Chief? Is every state in America a country according to the republic?
Yes, America has always been. America is not a country; it's a continent, guys, and that's why each state has its own flag, because we're going back to that republic. That's why each state has a flag. So we're just shifting back out that the corporation is dissolving, and then its tentacles are dissolving along with it. The states are going back to countries, and that's why each state has, like, Texas, Florida. They really start to show themselves and separate themselves from the United States corporation, and then so other countries are starting to be able to come their own outside that jurisdiction because that corporation had the grip on everybody. So everything is out to be balanced because they had the monopoly on the other currencies that you can only buy oil with the United States currency. It's just moving away from that right now. So a lot of people are really happy because they got those constraints off of them right now. So it's just
Mm,
give everybody who's really, really tapped in, those of us who were able to get whatever type of monetary something like gold, silver, foreign currencies, and so forth like that. Those of us who got that, we need to have a trust position so that when we get that, like I said, giving your children, protecting them through trust is wealth. You got to have a trust set up. You got
mm,
to have it set up, guys. It's the best way to go about removing yourself out of a jurisdiction and making sure you leave it an inheritance for your children's children. So, like somebody saw in the comments, it's a beautiful time to be alive, guys, when
mm.
you're connected to the right people and the right source. And we are connected to the right people and the right source on the Dr. Kia Pruitt Show.
Amen. Now let me thank you, Chief, for the confirmation. Look at this, family. Look at this. As of May 13, 2024, the Sound Money Defense League's executive director, J.P. Cortez, reported that more than 45 states have removed sales taxes on gold and silver, making it easier to use these metals as money. You know what's interesting, Chief? A few years ago, I was reporting how states were removing state sales taxes from the sales of precious money, completely removing, no more putting taxes on precious metals. And I said, just from my research, that means these states are reclaiming silver and gold as money. And do you know that even experts came on my show and told me that was not true? I was flabbergasted. In fact, it kind of hurt my soul. I was like, why are you going to get like how are you an expert and you're telling me on my show I'm lying? It's crazy.
Let me
But
explain something to you about the experts.
okay.
The experts are paid well to keep the masses asleep. That's why they
Mm,
call them experts. Because
mm,
expert, they pay them big money to keep the masses under indoctrination. So they had to come in
mm,
there and tell you, but we know the truth.
thank you. It says eliminating the sales taxes on precious metals uh, significantly lowers the barriers to using them as money. And also, and I reported this even before. This is crazy to me. Even before the Sound Money Defense League came out and said 33 states. This is the part have eliminated capital gains taxes on the sales of precious metals. So, in other words, the IRS can no longer put a capital gains tax on on precious metals, and they can't say precious metals are not money. 33 states are saying no. In my state, you're not going to put a tax IRS on precious metals, and you're not going to say that it's not money because what happened was the IRS had unilaterally on their own decided that precious metals, silver and gold, was to be treated as commodities like trading cards. Treat it like a baseball card, baseball trading cards. Treat it like a piece of art or a piece of artwork and artifacts instead of being treated as. Well, 33 states in America have said we're removing capital gains taxes for precious metals, and IRS no longer can tell us what to do with our money. That's awesome. And then there's more that this
That's
article.
powerful. That's
It,
powerful.
go ahead. Yes, sir. Yeah, because in essence,
No, I was just saying that's powerful.
they're saying we have control of our own country, our own state. You know that the IRS no longer can
There you
tell us
go.
what.
It's going back to the Republic.
Mm, yes, sir. So okay, that was silver and gold, family. The Sound Money Defense League, you saw that said over 45 states remove the sales taxes from silver and gold, thus acknowledging silver and gold as money. Now there's no longer a barrier for people to have silver and gold as money, because back in the day they would say silver and gold is not lawful money. It's just it's a relic. It's old. It's outdated. And you have financial experts saying that. Boggles my mind. Even people in the precious metal space was telling common everyday people that it's not money. I'm like, what the heck? Do you know why? Because they were only selling to the rich. I didn't know that. They had ways where they were only selling to each other. The common everyday person didn't even know that they should have silver and gold, or that silver and gold was a storage or wealth, or that it would be used as money again. But now we know. So when you know better, do better. And quickly, Chief, I just want to show you in the family some of the projected rates of some of these currencies. You guys may not be able to see that, and I don't know how to enlarge my screen, but I'm gonna put it up for you in the community section if they let me do that on my YouTube channel, and I have it here in my messages. So let me hold on, Chief and family. I'm going to bring it up for you. This right here is the Venezuelan bolivar. I'm gonna see if I can make it a little larger for you. For those of you, I don't know if you can see that or not, but so it says Venezuela Bolivar Sobanero for the year 2020 plus 25,000 to 30,000 per 1 million is the new alleged projected rate. 25,000 to 30,000, somewhere in between there. US note, United States Treasury note per 1 million Venezuelan Bolivar. Okay, so the 1 million Bolivar allegedly will be equal to, this is the first line. I don't know if you can see that. Here, let me get out of there and let you all see this. Maybe you can see this. So the 1 million Bolivar should be worth 25,000 to $30,000. The 5 million Bolivar should be worth 125,000 to 150,000. And this is projected rates, family. The 10 million Bolivar should be worth between 250,000 to 300,000 United States Treasury notes, the new gold-backed notes. Or I guess that's what it's saying. Or maybe it is USD. The 20,000, the 20 million to 20 million Bolivar should be worth 500,000 to 600,000. The 50 million Bolivar should be worth 1,250,000 to 1,500,000. And a 100 million Venezuelan Bolivar should be worth 2,500,000 to 3 million. So you can see that. Take a screenshot of that if you can, family. These are projected rates. And again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Use your own discernment. This is just a projection for the Soul family. That's for the Venezuelan Bolivar. So you guys can put in the chat where it's best for our Soul family to get the Bolivar. And then here's another one. I want to show you the Zimbabwe currency, because I know you guys are like me. You love Zimbabwe, and you understand that the movie Black Panther was about how the Zimbabwe nation will use their currency and their bonds to help liberate the planet. They always show you what they're doing, what they're going to do, and what their plan is. And sometimes the way they show you is in their movies. And Chief Mack has spoken on that before. Let me show you the boat. Well, go ahead, Chief.
I have to tell people.
What'd you say, Chief? Are you talking to us? Okay.
Oh no, I wasn't.
Okay. So for the Zimbabwe Zim family, I'll put that in the community section of my YouTube channel for you. But let me show you on the phone, on my screen. Let's see. So for Zimbabwe currency, you see, I can't even read that myself. The 100 trillion note should be worth 30 to 50 million dollars. What is that? The 50 trillion note Zimbabwe bond should be worth 15 to 25 million dollars. What is that? 20 trillion Zim note will be worth 6 to 10 million. The $10 trillion note will be worth 3 to 5 million. And with the agro checks, the what is this? $100 billion agro check, that blue one. Can you see that? The blue one, some of you have that one. That should be worth 33 million. The 50 billion agro check should be worth 16 million 500, 16,500. The $25 billion agro check should be worth 8,250,000, and the $5 billion agro check should be worth 1,650,000. So if anybody needs to hear that again, the $100 trillion note should be worth between 30 and 50 million, and the $10 trillion note between 15 and 25 million. The $20 trillion Zim should be worth 6 to 10 million. The $10 trillion note between 3 and 5 million. And then, of course, you have the agro checks. 100 billion equals 33 million. The 50 billion equals 16,500,000. The $25 billion agro check equals 8,250,000, and a 5 billion agro check equals $1,650,000. So I just wanted to show you that, family, and bring some encouragement to you, that to let you know that all of these currencies worldwide will revalue. They will all be reinstated back to their lawful value based on the resources that each country has. So when all of these countries repatriated their gold back to themselves from the Vatican, that was a powerful move, because in essence, what they were saying is the Vatican and the Pope no longer has control or power over them. They took their liberty, used their sovereignty to bring that gold back home. And that gold and those artifacts, those precious metals that was taken from them will now support their currencies. So remember, what made the United States dollar the world reserve currency was our agreement with Saudi Arabia to protect the Saudi kingdom in exchange for their oil, and thereby force all exporting nations to use the United States dollar to get oil from the Saudi kingdom. But the Saudi kingdom has now collapsed. They have fallen. And Saudi Arabia joined BRICS. So listen to this really closely. What made the United States dollar the world reserve currency was our agreement with another nation, Saudi Arabia, to get oil from them in exchange for protecting their kingdom, and thereby forcing all exporting nations to get oil from Saudi Arabia and use the United States dollar to do so. If those countries did not agree to use the United States dollar, or they decided they want to use their own gold, their own currencies, or they just didn't want to get oil from Saudi Arabia, what will happen is that the United States will send their military over to those countries, decimate the economy, and that thereby kill unalive a bunch of people, and then destroy their economy. And then the currency of those countries, like Iraq, like Iran, like Afghanistan, like Kuwait, the countries' currencies will plummet. Whereas before, the currencies and the economy were thriving. You say you don't want to.
This is known.
Go ahead, Chief. We couldn't hear you.
This is known as an economic hitman. They were sent an economic man to do all of this. You pull up an economic hitman, you've seen that the United States corporation, they would send someone over to the prime minister or the leaders of that and offer them a deal. It was a win-win for them. To call it an economic hitman. Pull it up and look at it.
They even have a book.
That time is up and gone. Economic hitman.
And I see it's probably on Amazon too. I just pulled it up. It's a book that they wrote up about it. You guys can read it. It's called The Confessions of an Economic Hitman.
Yep.
Talk about how they would go to these countries and decimate the economy and decimate their currency. So they would go there. You don't want to play ball with us? You don't want to get oil from Saudi Arabia after we made this agreement. You don't want to use the United States dollar. Who was that one? Was it Gaddafi? Who was it that wanted to use
Yep.
gold?
I've
Gaddafi?
been doing some studying for a while.
Say it again. What'd you say, Chief?
I said I've been doing this study for a while. So they would send an economic hitman for some encouragement. That sounds like the mafia to me.
Hey, listen, John Fitzgerald Kennedy Jr. Hello, John. He said note coins prior to 1964. Yes, are silver, real silver. They call that constitutional silver. He talks about the mafia, the economic hitman, all that's going on at highest level of the elites. And he said they all, whether Republican, Democrat, don't matter. They all play the same game. They're all part of the mafia. He so my point is, family, they would destroy the economies if they didn't get oil from Saudi Arabia, and they would decimate the currency through war, and then the economy would struggle. And the people high up in the military and some of these presidents and prelates and banking corporate entities, I'm looking for my fan, I'm sweating. These corporate entities, these bank leaders would go into those countries once the United States would send their military in there and decimate it through war, buy the currencies real low because they decimated it, the economy, hold on to those currencies, and then the United States, after the war and after having funded both sides of the war, will go back into the country, build up the nation, rebuild the infrastructure, and then the country's currencies would go back up or be reinstated back to the normal value. And those military men, the elite, those presidents, those banking CEOs who had bought the country's currencies that were decimated through war for pennies on the dollar would now go to the bank and get a high exchange rate now that the country's currencies had gone back to their normal rate and had increased in value, since we would go back in there and rebuild their infrastructure and cause their, this is sick. You destroy a country, unalive the people, decimate the economy, make the currency go down to nothing. Then you buy up the currency when it was down to nothing, go back in the country, rebuild it, and then the country's currency go back in value, and then you make a lot of money. That's sick. Okay. But that information was only given out to a few people. But now the creator, or great spirit, as Chief would call him, has allowed us, the people, to know how to become wealthy by buying up those currencies that were devalued. Now those currencies are being revalued based on getting all their gold repatriated back to themselves from the Vatican, and based on all these rare earth minerals that they're discovering or finding. And now they're backing all of their currencies with this, and now their currencies are going to be reinstated. So when you buy it on a pennies on a dollar, you buy it low, you can then go to the bank and get a high exchange rate. So this is why we're encouraging, and Chief has said, get currencies if you can, and if this is something that resonates with your spirit, because you're all about to become wealthy. Great Spirit let us know this information for a reason, so that we can help the planet and we can help heal the nations. Any word on that, Chief? On anything I said? I think Chief is busy.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
Oh, is there anything you want to say on why why we should have currencies, and how Great Spirit has allowed us to know this information now?
It's like I said. I've been at this for the past 3 years, and I've seen the writing on the wall that it is absolutely a beautiful time to be alive when you're connected to the right people and the right sources, guys. And we are in that. We are here to be fortunate enough to be getting this information.
Yeah.
And this movement is not it's more so a spiritual movement than it is a physical movement.
Mm.
And that, in fact, the spiritual movement is manifesting itself into a physical movement because the people are tapped in and they're ready to receive it, guys. We come together on one authority with love, honor, and respect for each other. I think more than ever, that's causing a frequency to the the collective family, the federation, or the great spirit, or whoever you want to say. If we all operate under the same unity, the same frequency, love, vibration, and then and when you authentic with yourself, you can be authentic with each other. That's one of the highest vibrations because you rarely meet authentic people. We
Mhm.
will operate like that, guys. We're just going to be in a position where that big pool of unlimited credit, we'll be able to tap into it.
Mm.
And you're going to
I-
see a lot of changes. You see, it's just too, I think we have come to a head.
mm,
The great spirit, the oneness of all. I think the Mother Earth at this point is tired of seeing the chaos that's been raining down on us for centuries. We've reached the head of that, guys. If you go to California, you see how many homeless people on the street, Skid Row. You come into Chicago, you see how many homeless people on the street. Here in Atlanta, it is just embarrassing to see the amount of homeless people on the street. And you see this so forth all throughout America, which is the richest continent on the face of the earth, because she is the ancient land. She is true east. She is the land that they're pulling everything from and making the world rich. It's this land. And the sickening, you got the richest land on earth, that you got the most homeless people, the most people in jail. It's the most leading and everything derogatory. And we have an opportunity to change that, brothers and sisters, and trust.
and trust. Absolutely. Thank you, Chief. And you would know whether or not we
So I'm
have
just
my
saying, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us.
Chief, do we have mounds and pyramids here? You're saying this is the ancient land. Do we have mounds and pyramids?
Guys, I'm gonna start going live, and I'm gonna share a secret with you guys. Are you guys ready for this secret?
We ready. Come
I'm
on,
gonna
come on.
share a secret with you guys, and you heard it from me first. Your so-called landfills across the United States are pyramids buried under dirt.
Mm,
You heard it me. I'm gonna start doing videos. And I'm gonna show you guys the landfills, and they call them landfills.
mm,
They got dump trucks on top of these pyramid structures, and people are falling for it. These are your landfills across the United States are landfills. You heard that from me, guys. And in
mm,
fact, the word Jerusalem got the USA right in the middle, guys.
mm.
Jerusalm, USALEM.
EM.
And
Mm-hmm.
at the end, Salam, SELEM. So you got several words. You got to know the etymology of words. It's saying that that the United States Corporation is in Jerusalem. It's right here.
Mm, mm. Wow. Mm. So
We're in
you're
the
gonna
ancient land. We're in Kemet.
mm. And you said you're gonna start
This
going
is the
low.
ancient. I'm sorry. There
Say
was
it again.
somebody who came in your lab was trying to be argumentative with you because they don't want us to know that America is ancient Kemet.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, this is America's true east. That's why the
Mm.
Eastern Stars they don't call themselves the Western Stars. They call themselves the Eastern Star because they themselves know that we are in the East. That the
Wow.
Mississippi River is the Nile River, the Euphrates River. We have the original Memphis, not Memphis, Gaza, Memphis, Tennessee, where they have the ancient Sphinx was there until the Smithsonian came and took it. We got the original Cairo, not Cairo, Egypt, but Cairo, Illinois, where they got a giant pyramid right there. This is
Mm,
the ancient land, guys.
mm.
I'm sorry to those, the gatekeepers, but the dry bones are coming back together. The sleeping giants have gotten up and shaken off and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. No more deception over this way. We know who we are. We know where we are.
Absolutely. And somebody said this is the true promised land. We are the promised land. We are the true promised land. That's the uh Chief, you go live sometimes to talk about this, and so let me show the family your YouTube channel because I know you're going to become even more active. Um, now that you've got your foundation set up, I know you've been doing the foundations for a while, but I just want the family to see that you're active on your Chief Mac YouTube account. So here it is, right here, family. Let's put it in the chat for everybody. Uh, and what else you gonna do on there, family? I mean, Chief, on your YouTube channel, you're gonna go live and talk about some of these things you just said. He might not be on. Oh, I don't see him. I just put his information in the chat for you, family, so you can see what he's talking about on his YouTube channel. Who's this? The Truth with Jeanette says, Dr. Kia, I live in the northwest suburbs and there's mounds all around me. This one park I just noticed, it was a mound in this May 2024. Wow. They're going to have to eventually let us know the truth, family. And if they don't, we'll just keep sharing it as we see it. So Chief goes live on his YouTube and his Facebook, and he actually talks about some of the things that you're talking about, sister. Who knew about the landfills, though? Someone had asked me earlier, does it matter if the currencies are circulated or uncirculated? No, it doesn't matter. You can get uncirculated or circulated currency. When it's officially announced that the global currency reset has occurred, when the old financial system has completely been destroyed, it's happened already, but when it's officially announced, and we go to the new gold back system officially all across the globe, then you'll be able to go to an exchange center, which would be what my understanding is a wealth management center or a bank, which many people call a bank. They're all being changed to wealth management centers. You'll be able to go there, get the new exchange rate on the currency, and become very, very wealthy. And Chief has already said those things need to go in trust. But no, it doesn't matter if those currencies are circulated or uncirculated, to answer your question. Where did we leave off, Chief, before you got kicked out?
Yeah, they don't like talking about that, so they kick you out. What I'm saying, it's too late. America, the ancient land. I'm sorry, guys. The land of milk and honey. She's known as Turtle Island because she's the first land to reemerge from the Great Flood. And the turtle is the oldest living animal known to man. So it lets you know that America is called Turtle Island because she is the ancient land. And how no land can be a land, Africa could not be the land of milk and honey of the ancient land because they barely got, it's a third world country. They barely got running water.
Barely
Water,
had
we
you.
got more rivers and lakes than anywhere in the world America has.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You and I were talking about that. I lived on the continent before in Ghana, and my sons have gone to different places in Africa. And we love and respect all countries, of course, and we respect Africa. It's just not our motherland. We're from here. Uh, and you were talking to me about how it was I can't remember why exactly we were saying it was like it was a desert over there and they didn't have a lot of water. And this is no disrespect, but we were like, we know this is the land of milk and honey because there is a desert there. They're living like third world and fourth world country. And I'm sorry, a group of Europeans could not decimate a whole
Yeah,
continent. Go ahead. Oh, you talking too much truth, Chief. They're not letting you get out. Get out what you want to say. What are you saying?
they're scrambling. UCC 1-308, all rights reserved. I know my rights, and we are speaking for entertainment purposes only. So let us talk. We're just entertaining people. Don't need to be afraid. So let's
Absolutely.
just let us talk. We just entertain. People got their popcorn. People have their popcorn and slushy with shades on. So let's just entertain the
It's
people.
just entertainment. That's it. We just having fun.
Well, it's just that America has we the zoo, the zoo in Mississippi, the yeah, the zoo and actually in Memphis, Tennessee, is an
Mhm.
ancient structure. All the animals were already here. Just put them in the zoos.
Mm,
They were already here.
okay.
We found out the truth. You could go one of these old ancient lakes. These lakes you can find putrefied camels' jaws water.
Mm.
These camels are indigenous to America. All of the animals they were already here. You never heard of a ship or plane bringing animals over here. Some of them you can't even put in an airplane. They'll go crazy. You can't even put them on a boat. They'll tear that boat up. So we're not falling for that banana in the tailpipe stories anymore. We know the truth.
Mm. Mm.
We are the Gen X people.
Mm.
The Gen X people are sent here to change the culture of how this world was running. So I got
Who-
all my late 60s to late 70s babies. We got it going on. If you missed that mark, I'm sorry.
I'm a 60s baby. I'm a late 60s baby.
I say late 60s to late 70s, late 60s, late 70s. So whatever my put some ones in the dash, if we all late 60s, 70s babies in here.
Put
I know we're in here.
family.
We're in here.
One in the
And we
chat if
and,
you.
and we adopt people too. We're adopting some. If you in here, we'll adopt you. We'll bring you on. If
That's
you miss
right.
those marks.
Craig says we even have. Craig says we even have an
Yeah, we
old
was hit the
mine.
shake, rattle, and roll.
Yes, we are. Chief Craig. Craig, can you hear me, Chief? Craig says that we even have an old gold mine that was Egyptian in North Old, Australia. Hmm. And we have somebody says a Serpentine Mound is located in Fort Ancient, Ohio. Wow. Uh,
Ohio
Cahokia.
is loaded. Ohio is a beautiful state. It's just
Is,
yeah, it's beautiful, man. Lot of ancient things there.
yeah.
Well,
Cahokia
Dr.
Mountains.
Key, I would like to be able to go live with you and you bring your people on my page. I'm going to show them an ancient Tartarian castle palace here that's over 200,000 square feet, sitting on 1,000 acres of land hidden in plain sight.
Mm,
I want to be able to share that with your audience.
share it. Yes, when you get some time, that
Yeah, I
would
will
be
say that you guys will be absolutely amazing.
National Park. Who is this? Dove Eye says Zion National Park, Mount Zion. Oh, it's Mount Zion. Okay.
Atlanta is actually Atlantis. So it's just
Atlanta.
America is a beautiful place. Atlanta is Atlantis.
What?
Atlanta is Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Yes,
Wow.
that's what it is. They won't tell people that. That's why the
No.
spirit drew me here. And I'm gonna show y'all through the motherfuckers how they took our ancient buildings and they buried them under the ground. Downtown Atlanta is built on top of the old Atlanta.
Mm,
So the
mm.
underground Atlanta, if you guys go to my TikTok page, I have a clip there, but I'm showing you this ancient Tartarian door that's about 25 feet tall for an ancient Tartarian giant used to walk through. They had it tucked away in the dark. I got it on my TikTok page, but I'm showing you that even the underground Atlanta has an underground underneath that city.
What's your TikTok?
So it's a lot of history that's being opened up to people right now. It's just amazing time alive.
What's your TikTok, Chief? Can you hear me?
It's the Big Chief Jack at 41. Yeah, I hear you. Big Chief at 4130.
Big Chief 4130. Okay, let me see.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me see. Let me see. You can show me which video it is. Um,
It's a powerful video. It took me for everything to get that video uploaded because they did not want that video uploaded.
mm, I'm I'm scrolling down. Can you see
And
this?
there's a pyramid right there next to me with the white hat. That's a
Which one?
what's below this. Keep on
What's the keep on? Okay.
that. What hold on. Go back down.
Go down.
I got a white hat on with some headphones on. A white hat with some headphones on.
Okay, white hat and headphones. Let me see. Family, this is Big Chief 4130 TikTok page. The chief is talking about ancient pyramids. This is this it right here with a pink shirt?
Yeah, you were on my TikTok page.
I'm on your TikTok page. Is this it right here? What a beautiful time to be alive with a white hat on. I don't think that's it.
That's that looks like you're on my YouTube page.
It says TikTok Big Chief 4130.
Okay, well just keep scrolling. So I'm looking at it right now. I'm trying to keep scrolling up.
You gonna scroll? You gonna look at it and send it? Put it in the chat. Why you doing that, Chief? Let me play one of your songs. You look for it for us, please, and I'll play a song. Okay, let me see if I can find. I'm gonna play the. Which one should I play? Which one should I play? You on the piano or the Chief Mac song? Where's the one with you on the piano? That must be on Facebook. Thank you for your patience, family. Listen to Chief Mac while he shows, while he looks for the video. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up. He's Chief Mac is also a musician, family. So he's a fitness trainer. He's expert in sales and marketing for Fortune 500, Fortune 100 companies. He does trust creations, and he is a phenomenal musician. His mom Chief has was it 7 sisters and 8 brothers, or is it 7 brothers and 8 sisters? There's 16 of them all together.
There's 6 sisters and 7 brothers.
Oh, 6 sisters and 7 brothers. Okay. Oh, it's 6. It's 14 of you all together.
Yeah, right now I had 9 sisters and 7 brothers, but I have 6 sisters, remaining sisters and 7 brothers right now.
Okay, but you had 9 and 7, which was 15, and you make 16. And his mom, he was raised in Gary, Indiana, but his mom said, I'm not going to lose my children to the streets. So her husband, his dad, was out working, but they had to maintain 16 children. So what she said is one of the ways she was going to keep them from being enticed to go in the streets was to train them in music. So she taught them how to play piano as she played piano. And I just think that's a beautiful story of how a mother loves her children and was determined to keep them safe and determined to keep them occupied, through working and through education. And then she trained them how to play. So here is a song. I hope you enjoy Chief Mac while he looks for something that he wants to show us. One moment, please. Uh-oh. Sorry. One more time. He amuses himself. That was beautiful, Chief. You were serenading yourself for your birthday, as I recall in that video. Yes. Somebody said, play that piano, Chief. And you were in all white too. They like that. Tender Love, is that the name of it?
Yeah, about Force MDs, one of my favorite all-time ballads back in 1984, if I'm not mistaken. By Force MD, it's a beautiful rendition. It feels good to just play that. But I also produce my own music as well. But that's just one of my favorite all-time. So it just feels good to play it and feel it running through my body, and those vibrations go through me. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful gift to have that.
Yes. And it's beautiful that you share it with the nations too, because music is healing. And you haven't told me that the piano is the harp, right? The piano is a harp.
Well,
Let me.
actually, how I made a baby grand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the harp is a heavenly instrument. It's the mother of all instruments. What they did, the baby grand is actually a harp they laid down inside the piano, baby grand, and they put uh the piano where they put these when you pluck them, when you hit the white keys, these keys they hit the harp and make beautiful music. So it's a heavenly instrument, and it's a piano's the mother of all instruments.
Mm. It
So
was
it's a
the
gift
harp.
to be able to tickle those white ivories.
The harp used to calm down the kings in biblical times. In fact, David used to play his harp to calm down.
Actually,
Mm.
so that was a
Yes.
gift that was given to me before the Great Spirit gave that gift to me because I said that I want to be able to play him for the heavenly host when I've
Mm.
graduated into the afterlife. I want to be able to play for him.
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing your gift with us. Okay, did you find it? That you find it, Chief?
I can find a video, but the video, but we're located on a different one. But it's just interesting to see this giant Tartarian door that's about 25 feet tall that's hidden.
Mm.
That we'll discover that on the. I'll talk to you if you know where it is to go to it to show everybody that at a later
Okay.
date.
Okay, and I'm gonna show this other one. I like this other song too. Remember, a bird came up to you, and like it was what you said. Tell a story before I show this short clip of the song of the bird eating out of your hand. What happened that day?
Yes. So well, actually, me and the guys on our way to Jacksonville, one of my meetings I was having. And
Mm-hmm.
on the way there, they had some fries. We had some fries, and this bird was on top of the store. And he was watching me. I felt because I love animals. I just love me some animals. I love all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he was checking me out, watching me. So I said, "You want some fries?" So he on top of the ledge. He sat down. So he flew down, and was side eyed. He was side eyeing me. So I said, "You want some fries?" I said, "Guys, watch this. I'm feeling this bird." So I got down. I bent down, and I reached my hand out. I said, "It's okay, buddy. Come to me. Come to me." So I'm talking to the bird. He had enough guts, and he felt my vibrations. He walked up to me, snatched the fry in my hand, and then he ended up bringing his family later on. They got some. We just threw it down. They got some fries. He came back a third time. I think it was a she. I don't know if it was a he or she, but I felt it was she had long eyelashes. I believe she was a she.
Mm-hmm.
So the little bird, I felt so special. The bird came and took the fry from me. Just made me feel really special. But I've been having this relationship with animals and butterfly. I once, when I was a child, had a pet butterfly. My
Mm.
mom would see that, and I love animals. I think they're just so that really we can heal them, and they can heal us.
Absolutely. That's a beautiful, beautiful story. I wish I could share it, but I don't have the capacity right now. I'm trying to. Wow, and you know what? These comments are like sharing themselves. I'm not even clicking on the comments right now. I don't know what's going on with my computer, and I'm trying to go back to your channel so we can show that video, and it's just not clicking. But we know what that's about. So maybe it's just time for us to head on out of here, Chief. Do you have any final words for the people?
Yes, it is.
You got any words, Chief?
Power to the people. Power to the people.
Power to the people. Yes, sir. It's our time, family. It's our time to shine. We are sovereign. We have reign, rule, and control of our own lives. We don't have to wait on anybody to do anything. We're grateful for all the help. We're grateful for the help of the Great Spirit, the Galactic Federation, the Grand Army of the Republic, the Nasara White Knots, everybody who's helping. We are grateful. It's just that now it's time for us to do our part and take control of our own lives. So that's it, family. Chief, I'm having a hard time right now with my computer. I can't even see y'all on the screen. What's happening is my, what do you call it? What do you call it? The cursor is moving across the top of my screen and then clicking on different links. Wait, hold on. Let me see if my son can help. See, look, it won't let me go back to it. See that? My son is trying to help me. Oh, oh. Hold on, Chief.
Hey, what's up?
All right. It's not. All right. Chief, I think you gave your final words. Okay. Um, Family, we love you so much. If you want to get in touch with Chief to help for him to help you with your trust or to create your trust, go to his Gmail, email him at unityemotion45@yahoo.com. Creation Music said phone was doing the same thing yesterday. New Creed says, as a great live, Dr. Kia and Chief, we appreciate you. Do you have a book laying on your cover? No, I don't have a book laying on anything, family. So contact Chief at unityemotion45@yahoo.com. That's Unity Emotion, UNITYINMOTION 45@yahoo.com. Let them know you heard about him doing trust creation on the Dr. Kia Pruitt Show, and you like to have your trust created on your behalf. Send him a consultation fee of $50 to his Cash App, which is $Allen Judah 47. That's ALLENJUDAH 47. I'll also put that somewhere on this video. I'll probably put in the comment section since I don't have access to the description section. They won't let me do it anymore. YouTube has taken that away from me. But I'll put that in the comment section for you on all platforms. And we're grateful for you all being here. Thank you so much again for all the Cash Apps. You guys have blessed me so much. And I think I gave everybody a shout out earlier in the podcast. So I'm so grateful. God bless you and heaven smile on you. For those that still would like to bless Dr. Kia Pruitt I just got another Cash App. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. My Cash App is $Mama Kia 13. That's $MAMAKIA 13. Mama Kia 13. So that's it, family. We love you so much. Chief Mac, I think he's on his way out of here as well. We appreciate your time, your energy, your blessings, and your encouragement, your good words, everything that you've done to support this channel. Thank you so much. And thank you all for supporting one another. For those of you who ask, where can you buy currencies? You can get currencies from Great American Coin Company. All of these are .coms, okay? Great American Coin Company, Treasury Vault, 100 trillions, that's 100 trillions with an s.com. Where else? eBay, Amazon even has some. Where else? Family, you can put it in the description section. Banknote World has it. Thank you, Love Being Nubian. And not only does Banknote World have it, but you can find Banknote World's some of their currencies actually on eBay. So you can go to eBay and buy eBay's currencies. You can get Banknote World from eBay as well, because some of these dealers actually sell on eBay for a lower price. So Chief, if you're still here, I'm able to access that video. I'm going to bring it up. So I want you all to enjoy.
I'm here.
You here? Okay. You want to say anything before I show it?
No, just go ahead and show it. I'm good.
This is Chief Mac when he would have birds eating from his hand. Chief Mac. Oh, Chief Mac. Hold on, family. Let me bring it up for you. Here we go. 1 minute. Hold on, family. Where the rivers gently flow. I'll start from the beginning if I can. Oh, shoot, I'm having problems. Hold on, family. So again, this is the song about the bird eating from his hand. You'll see the bird eating from his hand, but he said later on she brought her family to him. Excuse me. See how you can do this. In little village where the rivers gently flow, lives a man known as Chief Mac with a heart of pure gold, with a smile that lights the morning, and our eyes so kind and bright. It's messing up. He's a gentle soul of a man, spreading love with all his might. Chief Mac, oh Chief Mac, with the birds eating from your hands, a gentle soul of a man. In your presence, peace will stand. He leads and guides the people, showing them the way, exposing them to new truths each and every day. With his daughter by his side, they walk the promised land. Chief Mac, a gentle soul, with birds eating from his hand. Chief Mac, oh Chief Mac, with the birds eating from your hand, a gentle soul of a man. In your presence, peace will stand. Oh, 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 Chief Mac. I'm sorry about that, family. That was the best part that was about to come up too, but my computer is frozen. I'm having some serious issues. I can't even see you all. I apologize that happened. I'm trying to get back to the screen so I can see y'all. I think it's my internet. It's the internet. It's the internet? Okay. There's nothing I can do, fam. Oh, there we go. So the internet was acting up, family. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. I tried to play the whole song. Sorry, Chief. I really tried to play the whole song, but my internet is acting up. I'll put it in the description section for the Soul family so they can hear it on their own. But we really enjoyed the show, family. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your love and your support. Remember that you can send Chief Mac a Cash App by sending it to $Alan Judah, ALLENJUDAH 47. Alan Judah 47 is where you'll send a $50 consultation fee, and he will create the trust for you. Email him at unity45@yahoo.com, and please send Dr. Kia Pruitt a Cash App if you're interested in supporting my work at Mama Kia 13. That's $MAKIA 13. And also, if you are interested in supporting JFK Jr., he was in the chat sending us love. He also supports Dr. Kia in the show here. He sends us money and sends his love and his blessings. Please go get his book at Stolen. Oh, he said, guys, they cut her off. Yeah, I'm here. Somebody said, what the heck? Sweet dreams, family. Let me see if I can find that song. Chief, I'm gonna see if I can find that song. Maybe it'll come up. It'll play. You good? They've been messing with us all night. They like, oh no, no, no. As my 1-year-old Brazilian son says, now, now, now. Now, Granny, now. Good night, family. I was trying to see if I could find that song so I could play the rest of it for you. I love that song. And I think it's so precious seeing birds literally eat from somebody's hands. Nope. They say that's enough. And that's it. We'll bring it up for you later, family. So good night. Sleep tight. And now I'm trying to get out the right way, but they won't let me. It's the internet. I don't know if it's my internet or if it's this place.
No, this is the location.
Okay. See, they won't let me click. I can't even click. I can't get back to you all on the stream. I know y'all can see me, but I can't see you on my streaming platform.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. It's not one of those touch screens.
I've never had this.
We've never had this problem happen before. This is my son trying to help me, and we can't get it to close. I can't. There we are. Now I'm trying to click it. So I got on this. Look. I'm trying to get out, family. You don't have Cash App? Then email Chief Mac at unityemotion45@yahoo.com and he'll make an arrangement with you. UNITYINMOTION, Unity Emotion 45. Remember the 45, Unity Emotion 45. If you don't remember the number, remember it's like the 45th president, Donald Trump. Unity Emotion 45 at yahoo.com. And Chief will let you know how you can send him money for the consultation fee so he can create the trust for you. And that's it. You guys can keep talking, but I can't get out of here.
Eventually, it's gonna let you.
I guess we'll just keep talking until they let me end the live stream. UnityEmotion45@yahoo.com. To contact Chief Mac, $ Allen, ALLEN, Judah, JUDAH 47, to send him a Cash App, or you can also bless Dr. Kia Pruitt by sending the Cash App to $ Mama Kia 13. $ MAMAKIA 13.
Does that mean
That's it. Yep.
No, I don't think it did. You might be able to log in on your phone
Okay.
and do it that way. Cause I think it's saying nope. Look at this.
Look at the. We're trying to get out of here, family. That's tonight. Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Can I just close it?
No, it'll keep streaming.
Well, I guess they want us to keep talking, family. Greetings, Dr. Peart. Just caught my live. Oh, thank you for being here. We're about to end, but my computer doesn't want to shut down. I keep trying to click out and it won't let me click out. It's giving me a hard time tonight. It's the internet here where I am, I suppose. So today we talked about trust creation, living in the private, and we talked about the currencies and their new projected rates, namely the Zimbabwean Zim, the Zim Agro checks, and the Venezuelan Bolivar. And we talked about how Zimbabwe is stockpiling gold to back their gold currency and how they're now gold back.